Hello everyone! Welcome to the Ghost in the Machine, a D&D live play about memory, identity, magic, and politics. I am your host and Dungeon Master, Matthew Foreman. Let us say hi to my beautiful, beautiful children. My very large son, Chase Schneider.
Dad's proud of me.
Hi!
Hello.
Hi. Woo, woo, woo! Thank you, Osis, for subscribing for 6 months in a row.
Wow.
Happy World Goth Day.
Woo!
I'm clearly very goth today.
Me too.
Yeah.
I wore my black shirt specifically for today.
You only have the one.
I'm a goth if goths were all bougie white middle manager types.
It's true.
So all of them?
Yeah.
So they've seen you slip it out of it. So.
That's right. We are back with the 44th episode of this series. And out of all 44 episodes, none of them have been good. We're hoping.
This one. This is the one.
This is the one that you're all going to like. But we appreciate y'all showing
It's
us.
the definition of
We'll see.
insanity. Just keep trying the same thing over and over again.
Before we get started, remember my friends. Just my friends, not their friends.
That's right.
Remember our friends at Animal Helper, 501c3, located in New Orleans. They help special needs animals, which are animals that require long, intensive care and lots of your support. Go to their Facebook below, down yonder. Find out how you can help today. They rescued my dog Ginger, and I am eternally grateful for them because my dog is pretty great. Everyone tell me how great my dog is.
Your dog's really green.
He's a good pupper.
She needs
Ginger's
to show
great.
up on street more.
You know, I remember her telling me once that she said, I just really want Uncle Matt to let us survive the void. I remember Ginger saying that.
She's the one who designed the void fight, so
Oh.
It makes sense.
she's vindictive. So, crooked. The void is crooked.
Sophie.
And full of terrors.
What announcements would we like to announce before we get started with the recap, folks?
So, you've all been waiting for information about the Turtle one-shot, which you all helped us get to our goal, so that means that it's getting scheduled. We are going to run the Turtle one-shot on June 9th. It's a Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Central. And our players will be the lovely, illustrious Matthew Foreman,
It's me.
the goth of the dark soul, apparently, Rob,
That's him.
and I will be your DM. We also will have, we'll have Dan guested from Variant Roles guesting as one of the turtles, and we have Nikki from Legends of Evantris as one of the turtles. So, it's gonna be great! It's gonna be great.
I'm
Also,
excited.
yeah, so that's Sunday, June 9th. Also, I am creating a Rage Witch for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition.
What is a Raid Witch? Is it a class?
You will find
Is
out.
it a background?
It'll be a subclass. And you will see what a Rage Witch is all about
Is it a
on this week's Sunday at 5 o'clock Central.
This Sunday?
Yeah, this Sunday, 5
This
p.m. Central. Right here on Dice Priority.
Hot.
Nice.
Doing that.
Did you have something too?
All the podcasts are up to date, aside from this episode that you are watching right now.
Why not?
What?
Except if you're watching the
Come
VOD,
on.
and it might be up on the podcast.
Listen, time moves differently in the void. Why isn't it done already?
I don't
That's
know.
right. That's right.
Because I'm falling right now with 4 HP.
Thank you for all your hard work.
Things happen.
Yeah, man. So let's get started with recap. When we last left, I'll kick us off. Give us a little punt down midfield here. All the sports metaphors. When we last left our hero,
Sports ball.
Sports ball. The Prism had journeyed into the far northern reaches of Droska, into a town colloquially known as Nighttown, where they met a voidsmith. Well, hold on. Where they toured a blood church, a fallen blood church, which had been turned into a museum, as a kind of reminder of what the Droskan people had accomplished. And then they met with the voidsmith. And what happened when you all met with the voidsmith? What kind of things happened? What did you see?
Or didn't see?
It was all in darkness, magical darkness, and Gilly was the only one who could see through it because of warlock things.
Mhm.
And let's just say, it was not great. It was not great.
Everything seemed fine from my perspective.
Yeah.
It inspired
Seems like a pretty
today's
nice
makeup
guy.
look, that's for sure. There were a lot of voidling creatures with too many tentacles and too many eyes and too many teeth and
Can you have too many?
And not enough teeth. and
Ugh.
Not enough eyes.
yeah, some things had not enough eyes, not enough teeth. It was just a massive too much and not enough of it. Ugh.
So he gave us like some instructions on like what we could do with the void crystals. Like, you know, we could put them in like a Vorgesh's blade and make something that would probably wipe out all of like civilization. He could, because it's a powerful artifact.
Yeah.
We could just make it into paltry daggers or like bracers for ourselves with triangle blade.
Compliment the pudding!
But in order to do any of that stuff, we had to go to some place in the void. And
Yes, because crafting takes a very, very long time. So
Yeah.
we needed to go somewhere where time moved differently.
yeah.
That's right.
So we went on a completely safe journey into a supermassive black hole.
No issues whatsoever.
Right.
None. Not a single issue.
You passed through a gravel lake. Selena used her thing to control the void water, and everything was fine.
Water.
And you arrived at a temple where you confronted an ancient void elf, an ancestor of Sevilius's, and he offered you a deal.
Mm-hmm.
What was the deal?
To let the void consume all living life.
That's right.
Yeah, no thanks.
He warned you of an ancient curse that if you were to take the blade in the name of your family, then something else would happen. But if you were to take the blade in the name of the void would consume the curse and usher in a new era of utter destruction.
No, other than taking the blade for our family, which would also usher in a Vorgesh.
Correct.
Potentially. He could have been lying.
He could have been lying. He could have been
The
unreliable
void
narrator.
did tell us not to trust anything.
That is true.
But then that means Duplicroy is actually trying to stop a Vorgesh, which is a big problem. Yeah. Because she's a citizen now, like...
No, how many times we have to teach you this lesson, citizen?
What if you took the blade in my name?
I don't know.
I think we did delete the channel.
102 points of damage to anyone who
Everyone.
can be seen.
Oh boy, that's right. And then, sorry.
No, go ahead.
After a really pretty fun fight, where you, I think, unveiled a bunch of your
Void magic.
Yeah, void magic, which was pretty hot. We soundly defeated that dark creature, and then got sucked into the black hole of his chest.
Soundly with two people unconscious.
Correct.
Either one low on health and the other one at half health.
Yeah.
Falling into the void away from the ground.
Not less than half health.
And so we pick back up with you all falling through the void. Two of you are unconscious. And when I say falling through the void, I don't mean like the nice way that you have before. I mean you are hurling towards what appears to be some kind of concrete city structure. And when you land...
Featherball.
Yes.
My-
Does Featherfall work on unconscious
Yes.
bodies?
It does. Unconscious people are still creatures.
Neat.
Where it gets weird is when you're a corpse.
Where it gets weird.
Yeah, it's kind of like an object at that point.
Doing great.
Doing great.
So you all begin to fall further and further. Sevilius, you are actually falling. So you are all inured to the cold vacuum of the void through the void rest spell that you have cast upon yourself as a ritual. But you are falling for a considerable distance. You are falling through a rift in space, but you're already in this planet's atmosphere, but you just begin to hurl towards it. When you look out all around you, you can see very, very far in the distance other large celestial objects of different size. There seems to be 3 large celestial objects, but they're far too far away to make out any meaningful thing. But you are falling towards one of them, and these 3 seem to be locked a kind of triangular gravitational pull, these 3 celestial bodies, and you are falling towards a city. You wait, because you know your feather fall only lasts for so long, and then you throw out the feather and fall 500 feet or whatever it is.
And I would fall 500
Your two unconscious bodies.
Was the advantage on wisdom
For 24 hours.
things, was that tied into my consciousness at all, or just the fact that the silver compass is not lost and or otherwise destroyed?
The latter.
Okay,
Yeah, you're good.
perfect.
Okay. So when I hit the ground, I'll go over to Selena and pour a potion in her mouth.
I was gonna. Hang on. Let me just.
Okay.
Mass healing word. Real quick. You can also do that. Oh,
Might as well do both.
that's right.
Yeah.
We're gonna need it.
You can do both.
So Civilius kind of rushes
But,
over.
Just regular potion to get you up.
2d4 plus
2. Yep.
two.
Yep.
Gonna cast Mass Healing Word. 1d4 plus 6.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
I'm gonna
thinking
roll
about
good.
casting. Oh my god. Where am I on spells?
No.
Oh.
Not great problem.
I could cast Beacon of Hope before we do this healing. No, I'm just casting greater mass healing word. Sorry.
Oh, she rolls it, right?
Yep.
But
I rolled max anyway, so we're good. Everyone gains 10.
Woo!
with this spell, you restore your allies to some semblance of life and consciousness. You both awake. Bodies in the cold stone.
To me singing, healing you, healing you, 'cause I don't want you dead.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, that was good. Good job.
Thank you.
Where are we?
In the void.
This does not appear to be the void, and I'll like kind of push on the concrete ground. Oh, yes.
Look around, do you see anything? Or is it just a flat concrete?
Roll perception.
My dice like me tonight. So
That's
that will
good.
be a 22 in perception.
22. You look around now that the adrenaline is starting to cool down. You're starting to come out of shock, the shock that you were in, and your allies are beginning to gather. You look around, and you are in fact in a kind of city. There doesn't appear to be people around per se, but you are in a city of white alabaster stone.
Are there like towers and stuff?
There are, although much of the city has fallen into ruin, parts of it, especially the part that you were in, seems to remain untouched at first glance. However, as you peer closer with your 22 perception check, you do start to see strange things in the stone. You see kind of cracks in it. They're just very, very faint. And as you kind of look closer on the stone, you see that it's not stone on this building that you're in front of, it's a mirror. And it's kind of spidered and shattered. What you once thought to be intricate architectural design is in fact a building made out of glass that has been broken.
We should move off to the sun somewhere.
Indeed.
So we can heal up out of the way in case anything comes by.
So you said it looks white, but it's made of glass?
So the stone on the street is like a cobblestone or whatever. It's white and alabaster. And even the building in front of you, of course, looks white and alabaster because it's a mirror.
Right, it's reflecting.
But then as you get closer, you realize, oh, this building is made out of glass. It's a mirror building.
Okay.
But it's very, very faint, like a thin sheet of it.
Mm.
And what do I see?
So for this, you actually see much of the same. The city is in darkness, but you are not so engrossed in the magical darkness of the void right now, so everyone can see. At 120 feet, go ahead and roll a perception check. Let's find out together.
Okay. Better than I anticipated. Yep. 13.
13. You're basically going off of his descriptions, but you don't see any kind of roaming eldritch horrors just yet, not at 120 feet out.
Okay.
So you seem to be in some kind of street, some kind of city.
Okay. Take us to an alley then. You finish healing?
So we fell from whatever platform we were supposed to be on as part of the temple that we were walking through to get to wherever the Voidsmith was leading us.
So the elf pulled open his chest and sucked you all into this kind of minor galaxy that he was holding inside of him. Yeah. So you are in a different time stream. You are in a different, and as you remember, as you were falling very briefly, the Voidsmith seemed to appear out of nowhere. That can only mean that you are at that moment looking in a place that was operating at a different time level. So you were in a far off place somewhere in the void of space.
There is
Is there still an opening that we can see?
You know, you've fallen past the rift in space that is closed, and you are now on this strange planet.
Hey, we're inside the elf, maybe.
Technically, you are.
So we don't know where or when we are.
Not first. Never mind.
Do you know any void magics that can help us to get our way out of here?
The only one I know is the one he talked to
Same.
keep us alive.
And we don't have anything similar to what he has with the planar shift? Not yet.
I have teleportation circle, but I don't believe that'll work here. Not the way we think it will.
Perhaps the sending spell.
It may not work
I have
either if we're
one.
beyond the arresting line.
I have one high level spell left.
Well,
We could try it.
What do we have in the ring?
Not sending. Revivify and a healing word.
speaking of healing, I'm severely damaged.
Yeah, I believe
Right, I'm aware. We were gonna move into like an alley or something.
our
Try to
best
get
course of
around.
action is to huddle up, heal up, figure out where we are if we can, but get rested up first.
Indeed.
It's the way time works here. I don't think we're wasting any.
Hopefully it operates on the same principles. It would be terrible to be in a place where it is now passing faster.
We have is there any way I can tell through Arcana or anything at what rate time's passing or anything related to that?
Roll
To
Arcana.
get a feel for it even?
Can I assist?
Are you proficient in Arcana? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you can assist.
Okay.
I will do my best to
Well,
help
let's see
you.
if I get the 20 instead of the 19 I rolled.
Nope.
No,
Still a 19.
still a 19. So that would be a 27 Arcana check.
This is where we're at.
Oh boy.
Time for lore.
Oh boy. Let me just.
Reach out and try to feel for any arcane ley lines, threads, any sense of magic I can get within the area.
Right. So you kind of meditate for a bit, and you think, that's okay. If you feel it's
Can I
important.
assist with commune with nature in the void?
Yeah, go ahead.
Then as we sit and meditate for 10 minutes as a ritual, I will assist with commune with nature, but let him ask whatever questions on those three things.
Understood. So as you sit there and meditate for a while, trying to develop some kind of rudimentary observatory phenomenon, you do have some sense that, I mean, time is passing as it passes, but you do have some sense through whatever arcane machinations you were taught as a highly intelligent wizard that you are now, time is passing much faster where you are.
Shit.
Time is moving quicker here. We don't have much. So. Oh, you can't do
I'm casting sending.
There we go.
I don't know what else to do.
Exactly, every
I'm
minute
casting
will be
sending
away.
to what's his
it.
face.
Selena, can you sense any influence from other planes? Like a portal or dimension, get out of here, a doorway?
So as one of your commune with nature things, you can actually, yeah. Within 3 miles, you can. It's to the north, somewhere deeper into the city. There's definitely some kind of influence from another plane.
Any minerals or anything, maybe void crystals. If those are condensed void essence, I don't know if those count as a mineral.
In a northeasterly direction, if you choose to ask that question, there are some kind of void minerals.
Pockets of minerals. Okay.
Boy.
And
We should know about what sorts of creatures might be in our way then.
I only get to ask about one type. Celestial, fae,
Aberrations.
fiends,
That's not
elementals, or undead.
Oh, well,
yeah, otherwise we're
try. I guess what's the most likely to be here and
Which one's the one that would scare us the most if it was here?
Notable figure, maybe.
Fiends?
peoples.
I can also ask about peoples.
So just general any life signs.
I would think undead or I don't know.
People.
Sure, I will go ahead and check for undead.
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 I don't know.
Otherwise, I can check for terrain and like where the end of the city is.
I will say there's probably maybe some undead, but they don't seem to be very powerful.
Okay.
Okay.
I will relay all of that.
Alright, so we should heal up as best we can and keep moving on.
Do we head towards the rift?
I believe that's a best option.
Did you spend 10 minutes doing that little
Oh,
thing?
Yes.
So I spent 10 minutes talking at them.
Okay. You all gain temporary hit points. 16, is it?
16.
Do you want to try to take a short rest to spend hit dice?
I don't think we can afford it, right?
That might.
Understood.
We
Yeah.
may want to.
Because that's a full hour.
Right. Yeah.
If it moves quicker here, then.
True.
But since she already had to take 10 minutes for that ritual.
Might as well.
Were you going to apply any...
Also, Justice, because you were down, right?
Indeed.
Take 8 more points of healing.
I'll let you all brainstorm a little more. Sorry. Be right back.
Selena, you went down too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Drink my greater healing.
1, 2, 3.
I think I'm going to get greater healing on our way if we're not going to stop and rest.
Yeah, probably wise to keep
Because otherwise, I'm still, even with the temp, less than half.
Right. So, Saw take 9 points of healing.
9.
Did you heal me at all? Oh, okay.
Yeah, also you take 10.
I'm drinking 2 greater healing potions.
11.
Oh, that's better.
15
Okay.
for my greater.
And
Oh my God.
9, 10, 11, 12.
Great.
Let's drink a potion.
Give me something.
Alrighty.
Key.
Spent 2 greater healing potions in that.
Okay.
So I think we're drinking potions, healing up, and moving
Okay.
after that 2 minutes.
So,
10.
How cold is it here?
you feel it. You know that it's cold, but you are currently protected by a spell that inures you from those effects.
Okay.
If you were not guarded by this spell, it would probably be deathly cold.
Then knowing it helped us earlier, I'm
Did you
gonna pull
finish
the
healing
compass
yourself?
out
Yeah.
and see if it points.
Take another 10.
When I think of a way out, and I focus on a way out, where does it point?
Compass spins for a little bit, and then kind of swivels. It points more or less directly east.
And that was not the same direction as the rift.
The rift is north, the minerals are at a northeasterly direction, and this way out is apparently east.
Okay. I will tell the rest of the group that. So let's see. Options of things to go towards. There is some sort of rift that either leads further into the void or out of it. We've got void crystals if we want to be greedy. And which also could be a good thing. Not necessarily greedy in a bad way. And
Unless the gold crystals are sensing up creatures. That might be best to avoid.
the compass says to go east to get out, but I don't know if that's out and where that would drop us, or if it's just back towards the pocket we should be in currently.
Right. Influence from a different plane.
Doesn't mean the ones we're looking for.
Exactly.
Correct. The best option I would think then is to go east.
I
That is the
trust the
least
compass.
ambiguous.
Over.
I agree.
Okay.
I can take lead in terms of scouting.
I'll give
To the
guidance
city.
if you're gonna do that.
If we
Should I
keep
still
moving,
cast sending?
perhaps hold it if
Okay.
we do not know.
It only
encounter.
goes across whatever plane we're in,
It has a 5% chance of failing across planes.
and is it technically considered a different plane in the different sub-pockets of the void?
I think so.
Wait, this is definitely interplanar.
Okay, yep,
That'd be
then
a pocket plane, so.
I would hold on to it until we have a better idea of what we're doing and where we're going.
Okay.
Alright.
Alrighty. So you're all pressing on what direction are you going? I'm sorry.
East.
Okay, you're going east. So, as a reminder, you do know there's a couple things. So, a couple things we want to get confused here based on my review. Your ability to see the Eldritch Horrors in the darkness is because you can see through magic darkness, and part of the reason that they are concealed through other people's visions. However, any creature that relies on dark vision, magical or otherwise, cannot see a voidling. They're invisible. They're naturally invisible. Every time you have fallen, the only reason you all have been able to see one coming is because of your daylight spell. So as you travel through the city, you have no idea, you have no way of knowing if there's a voidling 5 feet in front of your face.
Would we bump into it?
Well, yeah, just in time for it to take your body parts. So as you there could be one heading towards you right now if you were not moving stealthily, is what I'm saying. So,
So we're going to stealth.
So I guess we've got two options based on that. I can either daylight us, because I can move that with me, right?
Daylight's a beacon.
yeah, it's,
It is, but we could move quickly and potentially get out.
I would
Over
prefer.
miles?
I would prefer stealth. I think that using pass without trace, we save daylight in case we are accosted.
Yeah, we
And I'll
should
just
say that if we're
do
attacked.
my best to keep a lookout.
Then I will guide you for
I-
survival check if we need to do that.
I
Okay.
unfortunately can see them. So.
Okay.
Fortunately for us, unfortunately for my psyche.
so you are all casting Pass Without Trace and moving stealthily in an easterly direction.
Indeed.
Which of us is casting pass without a trace?
That will take 2 key points from me. I don't know how many spell
You
slots
came
you have.
on a 20!
I can spare one, but I can't do guidance or anything else.
Understood.
It takes concentration.
Understood.
It sat there on the
Probably
edge
works
between
out.
20 and 2, and then it landed.
Everyone roll stealth.
Gave my heart a.
Oh, I don't get advantage of
I
it.
had a
I
heart
just add
attack.
10.
My dice really like me.
$20. 11 plus 7.
23.
Okay.
31.
Okay.
Total, I think, is 24.
34.
20. Oh, yeah, 34 with
Yeah.
yep.
Nice.
So using Pass Without a Trace, you are able to garner 3 successes. And you move forward. Yeah. And you were able to scatter around. You eventually, after an hour of traveling east, you do come across a base on you, and you knew it was about an hour's travel on foot, traveling at a eager pace, but trying to be stealthy, darting in between these buildings. And as you press on ever more, you do start to see that the city, whatever city you're in, does remind you of a city that you've been in before. It reminds you of Cinia. Reminds you of the city of the Smoking Lady, which was in fact consumed by the void. But there's also parts of it that you don't recognize. There's strange roots and elvish scriptures all throughout the city. There are scriptures of a language you don't recognize at first. You imagine some kind of proto-aberrant language similar to speech. The city seems to be at least 1 or 2 or 3 cities merging into one in the heart of the void. And parts of it are, you imagine, from the land of the summer forever. The other parts of it are from the demi-plane of the Smoking Lady, which was consumed by the void. As you press on, you eventually come to what I wouldn't say a clearing, but a part of the city that seems to be more intact than others. And you see, everyone will do perception checks once you get there. Now that you're looking, let's do it this way.
I'm good at this.
Everyone gets advantage, right? Because it's
Yep.
a wisdom.
Yep.
Thank goodness.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
12.
7.
19.
Yeah.
17 plus 2.
24.
Alright, so you two kind of scouting ahead are able to see there is this figure, this kind of short and wolfish, chubby pink creature who has kind of strange feathers on their brown kind of burlap robes and sack that cover their features. They have a soft pink skin with these kind of slightly sharpened at the edge claws, and they wear a very large backpack with all sorts of baubles, accoutrements, and trinkets all throughout them. They seem to be crouching behind a building and looking around. You see them kind of rummaging through a small trash pile.
Does it remind me of Midgar Lane?
It does appear to be Midgar Lang, or a Lang of sorts. And it does look
That
like
is our way
Midgar
out
Lang.
then.
And he seems to be rummaging through. You can see he has a laser rifle, a scimitar, and his Athera harpoon on his back, and he's rummaging through some kind of trash pile. He doesn't seem to have noticed you.
I will point him out to Sevilius. Do you want to make introductions again? Yet? Still? Is this where you buy his services?
Possibly.
Time is
This may
wibbly
be-
wobbly.
The first time I meet him, this may be the last. I don't know.
I don't know if it's the exact same Midgar that we've met, but it is a Lang.
Yes.
I think it is our best bet.
Yeah, I don't think we have any other options. So, as we're far enough away not to like spook him or
Do you want me to
Sneak
cast
up.
message?
go for it.
I'll cast message.
Okay.
Hello. Hi, how are you?
You see he's kind of next to the corner of a building, and you see his neck kind of, and it looks around the corner very, very quickly, and then dashes back over, and stretches around and looks around the other corner, and then spins around,
Ugh.
and he sees you.
Ugh.
And his body flips around.
That's awesome.
Did Midgar Lang have like that kind of?
You remember seeing.
Anything?
You remember when you fought alongside him. He was very perceptive. He was like a scout. He's very hard to. The folk of Lang are very hard to catch off guard. So yes, you didn't see to that extent though.
Okay.
Nice.
And you see the wide grin of Midgar Lang, pink skin, the black beady eyes, and the kind of
Does he look
feature.
like E.T. but really fleshed out?
I can actually show you.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh,
That's
hey,
Midgar Lang. That
that's
is a folk
right.
of Lang from Kobold Press's Tome of Beasts, which we've purchased.
Pretty awesome.
Just so y'all know. And is only
Nice.
comprising a very small fraction of our entertainment.
Pre-stream. Captain for consistency.
Fair use.
Please don't shut us down.
Just don't murder us. We're fine. That's not how this works.
Hello.
And he says, "Oh,
Yeah.
hello." And as you all start to kind of, you two peek your head around corners, and he starts to saunter over. "Can I help you?"
Is this
Have
the
we perchance met before?
I meet a lot of people. I'm a very social guy. Do you have a name?
Sevilla Anastasia.
Julius Anastasia. It doesn't ring any bells.
We met you in the future once. You helped us
Well,
out.
it was
In
in
the
the
past,
past.
future.
But it must
the
have been your future.
Your future. My
Oh,
past.
this must be your intake.
Probably. We're a bit stuck.
When I met you back then, or well, later, back then. Okay, so you're a customer of the Lang Consortium.
I am supposedly one.
that
Yeah.
must
In
be the
the
psychic rapier
future.
we bought off you.
Oh
Scimitar.
yeah. Do you still
Scimitar.
have the scimitar?
I gave it to Alric.
But
I have a
Do
business card.
Oh, look at that! I did my job.
Have you met Dryden Dickers yet? Does he work for you yet?
Dryden Dickers. Yeah, I got a lot of people on my appointment.
Never mind, that's fine.
I have no idea. He looks at the card. Doesn't appear to be forged. So I bailed you out. You got lost in the time stream or something.
Correct, but I had a membership.
Oh, what?
At that time, I don't think I have one now.
Well, you better purchase one now, otherwise you're gonna be shit out of luck.
Oh, boy.
How much a membership costs?
Well, do you remember what classification I told you were?
It's on my old sheets.
I believe we were platinum.
Yes, I believe it's platinum.
Oh, that's respectable for people who are impoverished.
I mean, I wouldn't want to make a town head if I bought anything more than that.
No, we wouldn't
In the
want to do
future,
that.
maybe I'll purchase more. But
So, just you.
It was just you.
it was just me.
But you probably bought what we call the family bundle. So if you're lost in the time stream...
I love it.
Is
this guy taking us for a ride?
Oh, good. Roll insight, Gilly.
I have
Good.
advantage, right?
Good. You do, actually. However, he has advantage on all deception checks.
Fuck.
Ooh, fuck. That's 20.
I reroll once. And that was almost high, and then it's not. So no.
Yeah, he got a natural 20.
Yep, so it's
He's
not
an honest broker, this one.
sure.
Hey, man. I rolled a natural 20 on my
What's your total?
Is insight?
Yeah.
It's only 22.
Nope.
Fuck you.
34.
Yeah,
He's got expertise.
I mean, that's what mine's at.
Yeah, it's all good.
If I roll a natural 20, mine's 34.
That's right.
Because we're deceptive as hell.
That's right.
So, platinum membership with obviously 3 family riders. You're a prior customer technically, so of course I'll factor in a discount.
We also
Obviously.
did get you an employee.
Yeah, oh, you did. I'm not sure who
In the
that is.
future.
Oh,
He's a good employee.
in the future, but in the past also.
In the past.
Understood. That's great.
Your future.
So, for a friend benefit, that's a 10% off. So we're looking at a really
I
good...
referred myself.
No, that your prior customer... You can't stack on prior customer and refer yourself. It doesn't work that way. You can't.
Perhaps if I purchased it.
But when I approached you in the past, were you a customer?
Unfortunately, no.
Do you want to mess with that?
Are you my friend?
Apparently not. No, God, that would fuck it up. No.
Let's talk straight here. Are you my friend?
No.
You tried.
You referred me.
So, we'll say 5,750 gold.
Let me confirm with my associates here.
Of course, we're only surrounded by void creatures who want us all to die.
Right.
Of course. It won't take
Also,
long.
time is not on our side.
I'm poor.
You see him saunter over and sit on his trash pile.
I certainly do not.
3,400 seems a fair price.
I think you said 50.
3,400 seems a fair price.
Could we go for 3,400?
You see, I'm going persuasion.
We'll help you out in the future, too.
Guidance.
Doesn't really work that way.
I'm also
There's
going to say, and do you do any sort of payment plans? We don't want to mess with the future. I mean, mess with the past, which is the future. So, I mean,
Maybe I'll
You had
have
to
a more
afford it
expensive
somehow.
plan in the future. And that's...
It's best not to think about it too hard. We could talk about it. What's the persuasion total?
Oh, sorry. 18.
Sibelius Amastadia.
Yes, of the illustrious Amstasha family.
which has been brought to ruin. Just remember, it's not like he has money from his family name anymore.
Supremely not my problem. You would appear
Sorry,
to
buddy.
be my
Let's try and haggle.
This would appear to be the first and last time we have met. You are my best and worst customer. The latest and the greatest.
I mean, how do we know it's the last time we meet? I mean, there should be maybe other times in the future.
That is
Maybe
right,
all
as this is
future
both
might be.
first and last time we have met.
True.
I imagine there will be others. But it is irrelevant. For membership of the Lane Consortium, he kind of looks around. 3,500 gold is more than a fair price. Plus 3 guest passes.
Perfect. Sounds fine to me then.
Alright.
If that's agreeable to everyone else.
Is that
Assuming
literally
it
what
will
we
be.
have pool?
Pitching
That's
in.
what I have. I
Oh.
am 6 short of 3,500. And that's why I was like, this is not as much as I can bankroll.
I have 193.
I'm looking at the party pool. I know.
My God.
All some broke asses.
Brace
gosh.
Okay, so we'll be okay.
Yeah, so
It's not
we
clearing
can
us
do
up completely.
3,500 and leave us with a little bit for some potions.
Okay.
That's the two.
In the void.
Yeah.
Alright, allow me to draw up the standard signatory contract. You, of course, want time protections, paradox controls, void safety, insurance. He's just like scribbling on this like little pad.
That sounds good.
There is fiduciary responsibility on your part, isn't there?
Of course! What do you think I am, a hag? And he just keeps writing.
Let's just say we've been burned.
When was
Lane's-
the last time you were in the material plane?
In this timeline,
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I think it's tomorrow.
The last time is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Was
It's coming up soon, I have a
Well,
feeling.
I was trying to see if he knew what we've been doing.
And he hands over a contract.
Uh,
Sign in blood. I'm kidding.
I have a quick question. Is this to get us out, or is this to return us where we were attempting to go?
I mean,
Can you deliver us?
we didn't even ask about that yet. We're just making sure that he has some
I mean,
reason to move us.
correct. I'm ensuring that he can get us to where we need to get
yeah,
to.
if we wanted to go to another plane in the void,
I am Midgar Lang of the Lane Consortium.
I mean, if you can't do it, that's fine.
Of course I can. So, now that you are members,
Jeez.
with
You little shit.
1 member and 3 guest passes, let us discuss terms. What services would you like from the Lane Consortium?
We need to get out of this little pocket plane back into the other void plane that we were in right before this.
Correct.
And we got here by an exploding elf.
Ah,
Yeah,
There was more
Imploding.
than an
Yeah,
explosion.
it went-
Just
In
Well, he had to go out before he could make it, so.
Like,
and
We got
if you,
sucked in
since
that.
you do have such a command
And
over
it's
time
just-
and space as well, if you could return us there, I guess within that time stream, just shortly after, because our friend here indicates that time passes more quickly in this
yeah.
planet.
what? Who said I had control over time and space?
You seem to be
You-
able to
you
travel
did.
them freely.
I travel time. I don't necessarily control it, but yeah, we can maybe catch a wave and get you where you need to be. So you left a void pocket. Step 1, understood. And you need to arrive there shortly after the explosion.
Maybe directly after. Time is of the essence, and we just
But
don't know
like
what
far
much
enough
time
away from
passed.
it that we're not sucked back into it.
Understood.
Here we go again. Another
Understood.
real crazy Tom loop. Let's not do that again.
but please no.
This is within my ability. However, I can't just bop you in. I wish I could. That would be fantastic. Resources are scarce in this timeline. So we should... here's the thing. I'm on a little mission right now. And I need you all to help me,
boy.
as I help you.
With that,
I think that's reasonable. And I mean, if we're going back in time, then it's no time away from us
indeed.
right now.
In that
It's
case,
time.
I mean, can we take a shot for
Certainly try.
What
yeah.
do you need?
As it turns out, I'm actually kind of stuck here too, and I've been biding my time, waiting for a group of adventurers to travel with me.
Would void crystals help?
They would. Void diamonds, yeah, they would.
Diamonds, no idea,
No,
but there's some
no,
sort of
if we-
mineral deposit around the
If we all
corner that
get
we
some,
can.
yeah.
Yes, there is. It's underwater.
I can fix that.
That's great. The issue is not getting to the crystals, it's the things that are guarding the city, the things that are traveling all throughout here. Listen, I'm no spring chicken, but I can hold my own. But we're in the void right now. So, as long as you are able to get me at the minerals, I can harvest the void ore from the void vein, and then we can approach a certain rift, and I can probably get you out of here.
The rift is to the
It's to the north.
north.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I can sense those things.
Is it, given that our situations would be mutually beneficial, would us assisting you confer any kind of discount on the 3,400 gold?
I'm afraid we already settled that contract. You should do your background research before you settle on the deal.
I was going to say the terms have changed, but okay.
I'm thinking he's saving us twice.
Right, that's
Once now and once
In the past.
in the past.
So that is pays for that. Okay.
And any time in the future when we royally fuck up.
Again.
No, jail free card. Okay.
So he pulls out his laser. Oh wait, you want to take a short rest? He puts away his laser.
It's like the
We
switching
probably
animation
should.
again.
Right?
Right.
If you don't mind. We don't want to delay you.
It makes no difference to me in the long run.
Has there been a place that you are staying? You said you've been trapped here for some time. Someplace that is safe for us to...
He passes trash pile. There's a tunnel under here. Little burrow.
As good a place as any.
Yeah. Oh, it's only big enough for me. It's like a rabbit hole.
You literally just dig it. Just picturing him coming out of his little hole.
His trash hole.
How big is he compared to me?
He is 5 foot even,
Okay.
but he's probably he's hefty.
Yeah. Okay.
Hefty.
He's chungus. He's chunky.
He does look... He looks kind of like a chode.
Yeah, he's chunky. I don't know. I
Big
park him
and
5 foot,
fluffy.
220.
Alright, I'm going to take my short rest then.
Alrighty.
Quietly singing.
You are all
a
able
song
to
of
successfully
rest.
complete a short rest.
Quietly singing a song of rest.
I'm going to take my
I don't
robe.
think I'm going to spend any hit this, guys.
You shouldn't heal
Fucking the doorknob.
Oh hey.
even more thoroughly.
Five extra hit points to anyone who's spending hit dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Overheal
I'm in a
set,
natural
so
recovery of 5th level spell slot.
I am also using arcane recovery to recover.
I'm spending.
I'm using monk recovery.
Let's see.
Let's get my key points back.
So his time moves faster here.
Yeah. It moves faster in relation to other parts of the time string.
Since the last time we controlled water in part of it, has there been a dawn?
Technically, yes.
Somewhere. Sometime.
I'll allow it.
Magically,
I will
has
allow
there
it
been a
because
dawn?
it took me 2 weeks to update it on D&D Beyond.
I'll take that.
Glorious.
So there has been a dawn.
Yeah, and that should be updated now. Is that showing 10
It
charges?
is.
1d6?
It's absolutely
Perfect.
showing.
Does that mean I get charges back on this?
Any item that recharges on a dawn, I will say that massive supernova in the fading body of dead god you passed constitutes a new dawn.
Amazing.
Thank you.
As the
Insanity.
tropal asteroids fly off.
Whose magic item recharges on an astropal asteroid sighting?
Yeah.
Me does.
That's what awakens the dagger.
20, 25.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think it's just the staff of the rod of healing.
I love
and,
it.
I'm doing much better.
And your
now.
fire. No, I have the fire
Oh,
currently.
my robe of stars is at dusk.
Has it been a just
Well,
kidding?
if you're before the dawn, then it's going to dusk.
Always dusk? Is it just always full?
No, that's not
So
You know what they say? It's always just
I only
before
spent
the
one
dawn.
charge, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It's honestly fine.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
1/5 level magic.
Except I said it without the passive aggressiveness.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh my goodness, guys.
No, you said that you're okay, but the fact that you're bringing it up 3 weeks later.
She keeps you messages late at night. It's fine. It's
fine,
fine.
Matt.
Matt. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Fine.
It's fine.
I would
It's
charge
fine.
if Ropa starts. It's fine, Matt. She writes me a letter.
But I do get my my wand of magic missiles back.
Sorry.
So it actually is fine.
You wake up and like tomorrow morning she's in your bedroom.
Remember that one day on May 22nd, 2019?
I'm just
30
petting.
years ago.
I'm just petting Ginger. I'm sitting on your chair, staring at you like.
She's gonna.
It's fine,
she's
Matt.
great, like,
It's fine.
God.
Nope. X card.
I agree. Don't even.
I live in your
Oh,
house.
I thought you
That's
were going
right.
somewhere.
That's right.
Oh.
That.
Slowly.
Yeah.
All of your registers at once. It's fine.
Coming out of the wall.
It's fine.
Alright, so you're able to complete a short rest. You're able to complete a short rest, and you can begin moving towards the oars. The void oars. Oh, you guys completed a short rest. I need everyone to make me wisdom saving throws.
Oh,
Wait,
neat.
you still have advantage on
You
it.
do.
That's
Okay, thank God.
Thank God. Oh, thank
Because-
you so much.
Yeah, because let's see.
Come on, big money.
Do I need to? No, I can't.
Oh,
Guys,
you're going.
Okay,
Thank you
alright,
so-
okay.
Did you roll a 1?
I rolled a 3.
Oh,
Goodbye,
goodness.
Lang.
I
Wow.
rolled a 13. Oh no.
Oh, no.
It's Professor Facilier
So-
all over again.
Wow.
No.
We're never getting out. He's gonna start eating offal.
Alright.
He doesn't,
21.
You're good.
he doesn't have advantage on this?
It doesn't. It only happened during
What was
the...
I? 27, please.
27.
Shit.
I actually have a 15.
You're good.
18.
Okay. As you were completing a short rest, oh my God. You see, so we have done a sight, we've done hearing. Next is taste. You see Midgarling's teeth pop out of his mouth, and they fall to the ground, and they sprout legs, and they scatter away. And he's like, and he starts running after them.
I guess I'll help him.
We should probably catch this. I remember in the past, he has teeth.
Oh my God.
So Midgarling can't currently speak or will eat, for that matter.
Can I help him catch sheep?
Yeah, you can try.
What-
So
what
go
shape
ahead.
would it be?
This is a skill challenge. You can either choose to do the skill challenge or do it stealthily. If you do it stealthily, it's going to be a -5
Oof. Oh, man.
because you guys have all been hiding at this point.
Can I pass without a trace us as he's running after his heath? Or enhance ability?
You can. That will be your contribution to the skill challenge. I will
Okay.
say that it earns you 1 success, and the next person who rolls gets to not have a -5.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect. And what check with the
So
catch
acrobatics, athletics, just convince me of how you're going to catch
Acrobatics.
really fast points.
I'm gonna I'm super fast and dodgy, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to, and I can teleport too.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to teleport and catch the teeth.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll
Very
acrobatics. It's contested by the teeth.
23.
Guy got a 7, so you're good. So you're able to, and you are able to grab onto the teeth. However, they turn and start.
Oh no! Wait, did they all come out at once like that, or is it like individual teeth?
It's
Chompers?
one whole set.
Oh no!
And it has a huge
Chompers.
mouth, so it's about this big. So you kind of go to pick it up, and your thumb gets caught in the tooth, and it's trying to turn on you.
Wow.
You two have contributed. You two need to do something.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, I was imagining all of the separate teeth.
Yeah.
No, it's like his mouth flew out.
So he's holding onto this mouth.
He's
This
trying.
teeth?
He is
He's
trying
trying
to hold on.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is it a creature? I'm gonna try.
What are you gonna try?
I'm gonna try fake presents.
Charm.
It's immune to, it's definitely immune to charm.
That's fine.
So you're just like,
I didn't know what happened in the void, you know? Like,
it's immune.
Do they look somewhat frail?
No.
They look pretty hardy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try to frostbite it to give it disadvantage to attack and slow it down, hopefully enough, and like just freeze the jaw together.
15 total.
DC Con 16.
yeah.
It will take. Destroy the man's teeth.
5 points of damage.
Okay. So it's going to roll.
It has disadvantage.
So you need to do something else. It can't be acrobatics.
I am going to. I'm going to try to do a sleight of hand check to maybe like tie it up really quick so
Okay.
it can't chomp anymore.
Do it. It has disadvantage, which saves you from a natural 20.
Oh, thank the gods. Haha, 26 on the sleight
So you
of
could
hand check.
see it it gets loose from your thumb and is now about to encompass your entire head, this massive langy mouth, and it comes to go smack down, but then ice crystallizes around it and upsets it just a little bit, and you wrap it up in rope, and you're able to. The teeth are sitting there chattering like.
I'll give them back to.
And he's like,
Just put them in your mouth.
Say ah.
No, wait, what?
So as you
No.
reinsert the mouth, you can see it. And they chatter away. Does anyone here speak deep speech? Or are you going to try to use a howl?
No, I'm just gonna greater restoration his face.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
So
So
I'm
these
just gonna
teeth.
slowly move up. Be like, I don't want to touch
So as that's actually really good. So I will say that without that, they will roll with disadvantage, which is good because that was a 19. Well, wait, that didn't land. Okay. So you guys, you don't know what they were trying to say because none of you speak deep speech. They were saying something. They were whispering. You can see all the little teeth grow their own little mouths and own little teeth. And they are chattering away,
The
calling
teeth of their teeth frighten us the most.
calling out and spilling secrets. Calling out to creatures in the void, warning them of your presence.
Oh no.
Oh.
But you cast Great Restoration.
I did.
And all the little thousands of mouths just fly away. And his mouth sets right back into
Did
his...
the legs go away too?
They do.
Okay,
His
good.
mouth is healed. And he has a big wide grin. He's like, that was truly horrifying.
Do you have any idea what they were saying?
They were calling out to the creatures of the void. And they were spilling my secrets.
Now, does that give us a discount?
Next time, let the
The
man
terms
just,
have already been negotiated.
just appreciate that he has his teeth back and they're not running.
And I think that will teach you to, what is the term? Run your mouth.
I believe our position has been compromised.
We should go.
Yeah. Should.
We should go.
There you go.
So I'm passing
I caught it.
last for the next hour, or was it
Yep.
used up?
No, you're good.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Let's
We are ending
Move
justice
towards those minerals.
against
Let's please
My-
leave.
My
Yeah,
genius.
he actually, like, that one was a good one. But, like,
Yes,
the
I
time
have a
was not
plus
good.
10 still. Along with Lang.
Yep.
And his teeth.
You're all stealthing away. His stealth is pretty good. Oh, he has plus 10, so that's good because he had got a 2 nice.
17.
Alrighty, one moment.
Do we have passwords on the treasure?
Yeah.
We do.
Okay.
You just, you,
There he is, so he gets 18. He rolled a 2, so it's a good thing. Pass that trace is a thing. Alright. What's your total?
31.
You good?
33.
Good.
32.
Good.
17.
So that's 2 failures, 3 successes. You're all able to stealth, sneak around and corner. You make your way towards the vein, I'm imagining.
Mm-hmm.
And you are sneak your way into an alley to the south of this door. What's up?
If I shine the compass towards his face, does he also get advantage now, or does that?
It was when
It was just the
bursted
one
out,
thing.
yeah.
Okay. He's probably looking at me like, "What are you doing?"
Do you feel any better?
Do you feel any more wise?
Are you fucking sorry?
And I'm sorry, it wasn't deep speech, it was void speech. The deep
Oh, I
I
speak
know.
that.
I know. Right here. It's
If
gnomish,
I've
right?
learned anything,
That's why I took the tongue of sun and moon, or so it is.
You will
Yeah.
one day.
That's not now. That's level, I want to say 13.
Too far away.
I
Maybe
don't have enough
14.
room for this. That's all I know.
So you are able to sneak in kind of an alleyway, and you come up against. You are in a large city, and you come up against this place which has this small bridge extending over some kind of waterway system. And to north of you, you are all to the south of this vein, this ore, and you don't see it. You might see cresting of the water pieces of it, but you don't see what he is leading you all towards.
Would I know where that mineral is vaguely?
Yeah, you know that it's just a little bit north of y'all at this point.
Okay, and it's how far into the water? Is this the same bouncy kind of water that we were at before?
It doesn't appear to be tense. It appears to be placid.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be a gravel lake or gravel river. You can see you can see that you're in the city and you are all crouched in this alley using the shadows of this building. Everyone roll perception checks. Let's find out what you all see.
And are these are not an advantage?
These are
Wisdom ability checks and saving throws.
My God, thank you.
I still see absolutely nothing.
Well, that's not as good as I want it to be.
21, Matthew.
12.
21, no. Or wait. 12, no.
12.
No.
15.
15, okay. So just with the 21, then you see a golden cloaked figure standing on top of a rooftop that is across this river. I don't know, waterway system in the city. It is perhaps 20 feet, 15, 20 feet wide river. You are approximately 70, 80 feet away from this golden robed figure. They stand with a staff which appears to be made out of comet, space rock, basically, space rock and space metal. And they have a white mask on their face which obscures all their features, and they have their golden hooded robe above. You can see they have a little piece of cloth over the bottom half of their mask, providing some kind of ventilation. They seem to be standing there looking at the water.
I'm gonna silently stop the group and then point at it.
They are definitely kind of a bit around a corner. They have cover, but you all do see, and they seem to be pacing the top of this roof. They are on top of this building that is north of the river waterway system. Causeway, I guess is what it's called.
I'm gonna whisper to Midgar Lane, ask him, do you recognize that creature?
He looks. Looks to just be a kind of star grifter. They're salvagers. They're void cultists, and he looks to be pretty powerful. And he's probably searching for the void ore. He's probably thinking about harvesting it, or someone's down there harvesting it already. They're powerful. He points to the golden robes. You see them just standing. They pause with an unnerving stillness as they look into the water.
Should we...
Do we want to distract him, and how far are we from the water?
You are from the water, approximately. You would be approximately 55 feet. Midgar Lane is 45 feet. The way you're all assembled in this alley.
There you go. How long would it take to harvest the ore?
Time being relative, it's going to take a good little bit of time. Why were you thinking?
I was seeing if we could potentially distract him, but unless we distract him for a decent amount of time, I don't think that's
I don't think that would work, unfortunately. Ooh.
Perhaps I could, if this is something that we have to destroy, I do not know if he can be bargained with, I can sneak up on him.
Well, the thought came to me that if he's watching somebody underneath already harvesting, underneath the water that's harvesting, we want that person to come up so that we know what they are. So if we disturb the water, then maybe we can get that person to come up and maybe they go away. So I was going, if I can get close enough without being seen, I could mage hand the water so that it ripples. It looks like there's things moving in the way.
You can try.
I mean,
I do not...
I don't think they'll flee from the task.
Not necessarily, but it could move him closer to us where we get a better attack of surprise.
Perhaps we can do a pincer movement. I can attempt to...
So he's up there on this building top. Y'all are down here. That's the river. The void ore is somewhere in this area. This
And we're
water.
on the same side of the river as the Golden Cloak guys, right?
No, we're on a
Nope.
separate side.
We're on the
he's
opposite
up
side.
here.
Okay.
Oh, there. There's a kind of bridge and stuff this way.
I mean, the other option is we don't care and we just control water ourselves into that little pocket, do what we would need to do, and leave.
I believe if they're also after the ore, they will likely not take well to us going for ourselves.
True, but will they risk the voidlings in the water that we're separating from ourselves?
I cannot hazard a guess to their motivations.
Can I see anything in the water?
Roll perception.
I doubt they care about nothing but oblivion.
Advantage.
If I can get this here. Okay. So
15.
Wow. You don't appear to be. There seems to be a little gentle kind of puddling, but you don't make out what it is. You know,
So I don't see
it's
any
not like a full.
void creatures. That
No, God, no.
Perhaps
I think that your idea has some merit. I think I will attempt to perhaps sneak behind him. You distract him with the mage hand, and maybe we get a surprise round. Or two.
Okay. I'll
You
count to
maybe-
50.
Real quick, we can breathe void stuff. We can't breathe water right now. I
Not
don't
at the
think.
moment, no. And I didn't pack that.
Right.
It's
So,
the void
because
breathing.
I-
hopefully the
Water breathing.
river's not too deep.
But if it becomes an issue and any of us are drowning, I can water walk us.
Okay.
We may also try casting a daylight spell to blind and distract them.
If
It's sensitive to the sunlight on them whenever
worst
we're.
case scenario.
Yeah. Okay. Perhaps you count to 60. Give me 10 rounds to get over there. 1 minute.
Okay. Or if you peek out behind the building on the other side across from our alley,
Right.
give us a thumbs up. I know where you are.
Okay.
Alrighty, so how are you trying to approach him?
So I see that one land bridge there. I'm not sure if there's more. I also can teleport. So
Okay.
if I need to go like just up to where there's an alley,
You're within teleportation distance. 60 feet?
yeah, I could.
Can you teleport?
Oh,
Already
yeah.
under the water?
I can just teleport behind him.
Oh, true.
I'll sneak forward 10 feet and then teleport up behind him.
So as he teleports, I will sneak forward as far as I need to go to Mage Hand.
What's the range on each hand?
30 feet. So I need to move up 20. From
So
where
through
I'm
the alley or around the building? Would it be
through
here?
the alley if I think I can use those barrels as cover.
Yeah, absolutely can, yeah.
Okay.
So Justice. Who else is putting themselves where? Minka
So-
Lane's actually gonna sneak around. Oop. 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 Just gonna sneak right past you.
I love
Just
60
a little
foot
sneaky on
teleport.
you.
This is the best.
Shadow monks are pretty sick.
Pretty great.
Actually, Midgar Lane's fine. He can see around corners. He can give a shit.
That's right.
Alrighty.
He's a fucking expert in urban combat, actually.
Where are you
What
going
a
to be,
god.
Civilius?
So I will try to sneak up on the other side. Like over around here, but
So
hopefully
remember,
s-
once you leave my 30-foot square, I can't give you 10
Like
plus
out there.
to your sneaky sneaks.
Like there.
Oh yeah, a
See.
little bit far.
Shadows leave you. You step back a bit.
Yeah.
You can also get on top of the building if you want to try.
That's what I
Is there a
want
way
to
to
do.
climb up?
Yeah, try.
Okay, then I'll try to climb up.
That's gonna be athletics.
I'm going to have Clokey
Ah.
boost me up, and then Clokey can help Sibelius up.
I
cool.
can. Well, I don't know if I can do blades on silently.
So position yourself
Yeah.
around, roughly in that area.
I'm signing in roll 20, sorry.
I'm gonna say you're there.
Yeah.
Other side, boss. Other side. You're plain view right there.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because it comes around.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just going to be like,
Actually, if I have a minute, I'm going to, which I never do, apply poison
There it
to my
is.
There it
leg.
is.
Which one?
Which one?
it's a
He has.
Oh, no.
He has a couple vials of imp, I think, and he has a.
Sure. If I have a couple of those,
Do you
I
have
also
high poison or is that back?
I have Bodak poison.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, you have Buck Icker.
Oh, okay. I have Drow poison. I
Okay.
have. Yeah. I'll just use some Drow poison actually. I think. Or what was it? Imp
Imp,
poison?
yeah. It's
Oh.
3d10.
I'll use Imp poison.
Con save, DC, whatever, and then 3d10.
Cool.
Okay, so just for organizational purposes,
So if you get 3d10, you might want to put them out so that you don't forget.
so
We do.
I'm going to be prone on this roof. It's at an angle,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I'm going to be laying flat
Okay.
on it so that I can peer over and I can do whatever I'm doing, but I'm technically going to be prone.
Okay, cool. So for just to organize it, everyone roll initiative. You will be surprised.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it.
I'm telling you, the Sam roll on initiative works for me. Other things fails me, but on the initiative roll it works.
What was the thing last week when Matt asked me to roll? I just.
Yeah,
Just
you just
looked.
it killed me. It was great.
I do fun things every once
Yep.
in a while.
Every once in a while.
Let's just looking. No. I should get the glove hands.
25 to 20.
Uh,
2015.
19.
15.
50. 19, you said?
Yes.
Your dex modifier's 2, right?
Correct.
Cool. 15, 10. 11. Okay.
No, this does not deserve.
This is a low 5.
8.
Alrighty. Y'all are waiting for Justice to go, or?
To mage hand while he teleports.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, so it all happened at once. Okay, so here's how we'll do it. Justice, go. We'll start with. So you mage hand and.
Yeah, kind of like putting the mage hand right under the edge of the water, so it looks like there's something frothing right there.
Okay.
But it's an invisible mage hand.
Okay, and then Justice, go ahead.
So, behind him. Alright, assassinate class feature, advantage on attack rolls, and they are all considered criticals.
He is not surprised, unfortunately.
Because the thing?
He can't be surprised.
Oh, that's fine.
made out of eyes.
He's a seeker.
I still get advantage because I go before him.
You have advantage.
That's good. So that's a 19 on the first attack roll.
19 on the first attack roll. And he is technically already under. Yeah, that hits. However, you see him like spin around in an instant, and he goes like, and he disappears.
Yep.
In his place, he swaps positions. You see, there's a disturbance in the water.
Oh boy.
And from the water swapping places is a massive creature.
That's fine. This is fine.
Did any of us can see?
Yep, they just swap places, and the star spawn seer disappears, and in place of it is a star spawn Hulk. Picture an ogre with translucent skin, having been emblazoned and empowered by the void. Except for this one seems to have some sort of hunting harness battle armor on.
Sweet.
Go and roll damage.
Hey, big guy.
He's obviously surprised, right?
All right. So this is he surprised? Is he immune to surprise?
You know what's funny? Based on... yeah, he's not surprised. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, I'm so crestfallen.
Size.
This is with the
Them
knife,
the rules.
So you get a poison, right? Yeah,
I didn't do it
poison.
I selected on theme, not mechanics.
Oh, do you look at this? That sucks. 2 1s on D10s.
Ooh.
So this is 9.
So I just need to know about the poison.
Okay.
Gives me all other damage.
17 points of damage base.
Yep.
And then 8, 9, 10 points of poison.
So 22 points of damage total. He saved against the poison. Half. But he only saved, doesn't have resistance. He just
Okay.
saved. So, your first dagger strike.
Stunning strike?
Oh, God. Sure.
Rolling that one.
Actually, this bonus isn't that wild. 21.
Alright, he makes it.
1 key point down.
Yep. Second attack roll.
You know what I'm forgetting right now?
Battle music?
Yeah, music.
Correct.
Oh, god damn it.
1, 2.
That's gonna miss.
I'm still.
That's only a 14.
Yeah, miss.
Alright. And then I'm going to use bonus action. Oh, wait, I already did.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
that's it.
striking, having been confounded by this very strange space junk finder. So based on everything, Gilly, technically it's your turn, so we're kind of doing this out of order in the first
Okay.
round. Gilly, go ahead. So your mage hand went off, Justice went off, then Gilly.
So this thing's in front of me.
We'll play a little
Well,
faster.
not in front.
That's all good.
But
There's a Hulk in plain view.
I'm how many feet away from it? Exactly. Do we think?
You are
It's,
approximately 65 feet.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. At least it probably shouldn't be casting any spells. Who knows?
Yeah, it casts Meteor Sword.
We'll see.
Just pulls up void planets slowly.
Yep.
Well, this changes things. You know what?
What are you doing, Gilly?
I'm not close enough to do it. Shit. So I'll just throw out some magic missiles from the wand. I'll do 6 charges.
Oh, okay, from on. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Screw it. Because that's got range.
Yep, so 8d4 plus 8.
2, 3, what am I doing? 4, 5,
So
6,
rough.
7,
Didn't do it on purpose.
8.
Just, I picked these creatures off of themes. That's the way love goes.
Okay.
So robbed. So robbed.
Of everything.
This is what you get for that grapple bullshit.
Punished for my Norman game.
That's right. Punished. You made choices?
You chose wrong.
That's right.
21 plus 8. 29 points of damage.
Alrighty, 29 points of force damage. As they helped in monstrous form, you can see just... Gilly will now do Sevilius.
Alright, so I will Blade Song, and then I will move further up to the edge of the roof, but not getting down. And then I think that puts me in 60 feet of the Hulk, and then I will Frostbite him.
Okay. Should be within 60 feet. Con save. Makes it. 0 damage on that. That's only... So the top of the round, the Seer's turn.
Now he's in the water. He can't breathe underwater, man. He just killed himself.
Imagine.
Right, sure, yeah.
The game is over. We won.
They're going to use...
Before it gets thwarted.
They're going to use
Somehow.
Collapse Distance, which is an ability, not a spell. You can't see them anyway. So the Star Spawn Hulk's going to have to make a Wisdom saving throw. Does not make it. So you see the thing actually, it doesn't even have to emerge from the water. It just... The Star Spawn Hulk disappears. You take 39 points of psychic damage.
Do I get any saves?
Nope. This is from Morton Titan's Tome of Foes, folks.
Oh no! Buddy!
My Tim! I'm in danger!
buddy.
I'm in danger!
And then the Star Spawn Hulk is teleported.
No!
Very cool.
Eep.
I'm in danger.
And I'm prone.
On top of the roof. Actually, I'll say that it's gonna straddle. I can't quite straddle.
I mean, good, I can stab in the
I'm
crotch.
telling
Yeah, I can't
Cookie.
quite straddle.
I'm telling Cookie to get me away from it.
It lands in a burst of psychic energy.
Cookie, get me out of
So
here.
that's a recharge.
Do they take
That is a Star Sponsor's action. They are actually going to move. 5. Yeah, oh yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. So, Velius, you take 5 points psychic damage as the Star Sponsor emerges from the bottom of the from the roof of the building, passing through your form. As he does, you catch a glimpse of life in the void, and you are shocked with 5 points of psychic damage, and it ends with its staff. It starts spinning its staff around, and it gets ready to fuck your day up.
Oh,
It's fine. This is okay.
oh no.
I'm okay.
This is...
Gilly, it's your
This is
turn.
fine.
So I told Clokey to kind of get me a bit out of dodge.
Yep. Oh, Loki.
Whenever it's Clokey's turn.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yep.
I'm gonna do a thing.
Cool.
I don't know what
Do
he
your
rolled,
thing.
but,
I'm saying, try not to die.
so this Hulk thing took some damage from me and from...
Yep.
How does it look?
Oh, shit. That's an excellent question. I would love to answer it. It looks hurt. What are our definitions? Rough is bloodied, hurt is beyond bloodied. It looks like it's taken some damage.
Okay. I just
So
wanted to get an idea of like where we were on
Understood.
that whole thing. So I think what I'll do then, I think I'm just gonna fuck it. I think I'm just gonna rip off a patch,
Okay.
right? Because
Boat.
Boat!
We already
no,
lost one.
it's close enough to me. I'm going to try Tasha's hideous laughter on it.
Alrighty. Does Tasha have a writer about being immune to charm? I'm pretty sure.
I'll check. Oh wait, hang on. If that's a rider, then I'm not going to use it because I've already figured that charm stuff.
Yeah,
doesn't
you've had
work
that
well.
fail enough to where.
Right.
Check real quick.
creature with an intelligence score of 4 or less isn't affected, so I would know that.
Mm-hmm.
So I would take my best guess.
So,
It does not say
either way-
about charm.
okay, then you're good. So 25.
Great. Okay.
So with your action, you call out and tell it. What's the joke you tell it?
Oh gosh. Can I think of a quick joke?
The answer's
Seer.
Hardly not.
No.
No.
Thanks.
No.
You gotta do quicker. You gotta do it better, quicker than that.
There we go.
That's a joke now. Sylvelius does it for you.
That's right.
That's the way he makes it.
That's your action. What's your bonus action?
Bonus action is going to be to, just throw an inspiration out there to Sylvelius, I suppose.
Thank you. All right.
D8's right.
Yep.
So, okay, this gap is 15 feet wide.
Sylvelius, why don't you try avoiding damage?
God. It's gonna cast. The Hulk's gonna cast disintegrate on you.
Seppuku with the dagger. What was that?
I fall off the roof.
We all both let it. This is it. Just jump into the water and shoot you down.
Alrighty. So the Star Spawn Hulk is going to use. So that's your turn. Hulk's turn. Going to use Reaping Arms.
Cool.
It's going to make separate slam attacks against each creature within 10 feet. So
Is the Hulk considered a
choice.
creature?
it doesn't. It's going to target Sylvelius. It's going to target Selena.
How tall is the building? Non-Euclidean?
It has a 10-foot reach. When I looked at this map, I assumed it was basically within 10 feet. So yeah, it's good. You're gonna have partial cover against it, Selena. So add +2 to your AC.
Oh, yay!
Yep.
I'll take anything I can get.
19 hit.
Yeah.
Okay. you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Of course you do.
So you have 14 bludgeoning and then dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Is it
At least I'm safe.
14 bludgeoning and then dexterity saving
At
throw?
least you can teleport back over here.
This is not magically created plants to impede movement.
It's not.
That's a natural 2 + 2. That's a 4.
All right, you fall prone.
Okay.
Sylvelius.
Mm-hmm.
28. Roll 19 on that.
Yep.
You take 14 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to
Great.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
You're doing great.
This is what you guys get.
Sorry.
Okay, that's very reasonable. So 20.
20. You are not prone. Perfect. So yeah, the creature just goes off.
I know, my town.
Yep. Well, Justice, it's your turn. So you have been confounded by this enemy as they teleport away. They are now at the opposite side of the river.
Well, no, I'm not trying to be stealthy. There were 60-something feet.
Yep.
Oh, I only have 50 feet movement. Okay. 5 feet. Can I, with my 50 feet of movement, get within daggering distance of him?
Oh yeah, I'm sure you can.
I'm gonna. Oh, but damn it! All right, I'm gonna move closer. I'm gonna teleport behind the seer.
Okay.
Bastard. I get advantage on my first attack roll after I teleport.
Yep. Yeah, perfect.
That is a 19 to attack.
It's going to use its reaction to swap places with the Hulk.
That's fine. Hulks need damage too.
Wow.
Does
I didn't write this monster.
does a 19 hit the Hulk?
It does.
Good. Still got dagger damage.
And
I
it's
think
not
applies to
even
three.
it's not even a spell or anything. I can't do anything
Nope.
about it.
It just. And the Hulk is standing in front of you.
That's better.
Okay, I'm not gonna do anything. Because we were
Much
clumped
better.
up, so I can't cold anything because we've all clumped up.
Oh, and roll initiative from Edgar Lang. Silly me. Okay, roll.
Oh yeah, would he have gotten a turn before?
Oh,
He
fuck, I have to
no,
reset.
he's pretty slow. It's pretty
D8,
slow.
that's not a
Okay.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Okay.
That's really
All
fun.
fair in love and war.
All right, so I'll just add these up separate. So he takes
So yeah, just tell me the damage, but then
19 points of dagger-based damage.
Perfect.
And then 25 points of poison damage.
Whole from 3d6.
3d10.
It's 3d10 from the imp poison?
That's what you said?
No, I said 3d6. I thought.
Oh, I'll roll 3d6.
Yeah.
I could swear you said 3d10.
I might have because the average of 3d6 is
10.
10. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, you rolled 2 ones the first time, so you can't.
Yeah, it didn't matter on that one. Oh,
That's fine.
Okay, so that's 10 points of poison.
And it saved with the 22, so
Okay.
5. Hey, chipping away. It now looks rough.
Okay, I will make my second attack on it.
Yep.
I don't have advantage.
I'll double check, but yeah, I'm sure.
That's a 2 on the attack roll. Let's miss.
Yeah, they'll miss. Oh, alrighty, so that is your turn, Justice. The Hulk went. Civilius.
Alright. Why are they adjacent to each other?
Oh, before stunning strike?
On the Hulk?
Yeah.
Doesn't make it.
Yay! Awesome.
Thank you for letting me. I forgot what the.
You said it before, so it's good.
Okay,
Civilius.
so I'll take a step over.
Yeah, 3
My-
as a serpent poison.
So it's stunned. So I will do my first attack with Booming Blade on the Hulk.
Okay, advantage.
13, 20 to hit.
Hit.
Alright, so it will take. Do you need it parsed out?
No.
Fire, Thunder? No.
Nope. No.
While he's counting, I really hate to be fishing. I would have technically had an advantage.
Unfortunately, no.
Okay, I just was making sure. You let me have the mulligan, so I appreciate that.
I could see it building up in you. I was ready to say,
No. No. You looked up. You whispered.
23 points of slashing fire, or piercing fire, thunder, and he is now wreathed in booming energy.
wow. Crazy.
Second attack is on the seer.
Okay.
Hardly know her.
What is your passive perception?
Oh, it's not great. 12.
So that will be
Oh,
a
fuck.
21 to hit, or 23 hit, sorry.
Okay, I did take that damage off. We're good.
It's already used its reaction.
It did.
Luckily, it's got a reaction on everyone's turn.
Stop it.
Like the Marilith.
20 points of piercing fire thunder damage, and he is also wreathed in booming energy.
Oh, sorry. Who did you attack?
The seer.
Oh, my bad. That on the second one. Understood, Areno. You were absolutely fine. It's already used its reaction. It takes
did.
20 points of damage. Just double check. I'm sorry.
Yes, 20 points of fire.
None of that was cold.
Fire
You're good.
piercing thunder.
You're good. You're good.
And that will be my
Sweetness.
turn.
Sweetness. Butternut.
Perfect. And now if he does the swap again, they both trigger.
Beautiful.
So the from
Unless it's not
the
considered
you
movement.
just out of the corner eye you hear like boop from the water
Oh.
as a creature appears behind you, seemingly out of nowhere, able to hide its bonus action.
Fun.
A humanoid that appears to be corrupted by the void, a star-spawned mangler. It has advantage on this first attack, and it is going to use its ability, Flurry of Claws. It is going to make 6 claw attacks against you.
Oh no!
Yeah, you have take a turn, so it does not get its ambush on you. So these are not going to be. So, first attack. With advantage.
Hey, look, it's an assassin monk.
Natural 20. You take 12 points of slashing damage, and you take 14 points of psychic damage.
Plus 14 is 26.
Oh no.
12 plus, 26, yep.
Goodbye, Goodbye,
Second,
friends.
second attack. Nope, eat shit. Third attack. 17 on the die. 24 to hit.
It's, yeah. It's.
By like a lot.
Well, yeah, make it.
Cut it.
Okay.
I thought that was an 8. It's a 3.
No, right, 23 or whatever.
24
was the total, so.
Yeah,
21.
21 hit. Yep.
Sorry.
So you're going to take
tried.
8 points of slashing damage,
I'm down.
7 points of psychic damage. Were you down?
Yeah, you did 39 points damage
Understood.
to me the first turn.
Alrighty. So that was the third attack. Fourth attack with advantage.
Oh no.
It's only 11.
That
Rolled a
misses.
2 and a 4. Fifth attack. That will hit. Yeah, 2 death saving throws.
Alrighty.
Wait, you still get your AC when down?
Yeah, absolutely. Sixth attack is an 18.
That will hit me.
2 more death saving throws.
I'm dead.
So you see this creature spawn out of nowhere and claw Justice to death, and he falls. All right, the Mangler's turn. Cloaky's turn. Cloaky is protecting you. They are going to use an ability called Shadow Snare.
I had asked Cloaky to get me up. I'm currently prone,
Yeah.
so
Flies you up.
yeah.
That's just with the move. He had already had you grappled, so you don't have to initiate the grapple. He's going to use the Shadow Snare on the Mangler.
Okay.
And it hits. That creature is restrained.
Oh god.
Yeah. Creature is restrained.
Ooh.
To the end of Cloaky's next turn. Cloaky. Selena, it's your turn.
I can see.
Damn.
I can see the seer right next to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
A polymorph.
Yeah.
If he's controlling these other creatures, I am literally gonna try and turn the thing into a chicken.
8 plus 9 is 17.
Fuck!
Yeah.
17 was the wisdom save. Fuck. Alrighty. Then I am going to fly up and I am going to poison spray.
Poison spray
Yes, also a constitution saving throw of 17.
against the seer.
He's closest to me.
Just double checking. Fails.
Okay, so it's 2d12.
Okay. 2d12 poison is not resistant.
17. That's a full
Shit.
12 on one of those. Yeah.
It coughs up from the poison damage. That's your action. That's your bonus action. Is there anything else you like to do?
No action, bonus action, movement. It was 10 feet worth of poison spray. Can I get 2 creatures in that 10 feet, or is it just
It's just one creature within
Okay.
10 feet.
Perfect.
So you want to poison civilians?
Oh, I was thinking the hole right behind him. It's a great
Yeah.
line.
Please don't do
Oh no, because I hadn't seen Justice go down, so I just see him now past the Hulk, don't I?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh fuck.
Torn asunder.
Alrighty.
Pieces everywhere.
By a vicious Mangler who is now restrained by a Shadow Snare.
Thank God. I didn't even hear that thing.
Yeah, Assassin's hurt.
Is this what I've been doing to people?
Is that your turn, Selena?
Yes.
Yeah, you... And then you look up like, oh no, Justice is down. He looks
Real down.
real down.
Pieces everywhere.
Midgarling is going to step back. 5.
Just off.
Bail!
You know.
He was actually working with him?
Not as such. Oh, you're within 10 feet. Oh, he doesn't have a place to do it. Oh, you see him like, look to his grenade that he has, and he's like, ah! He pulls out a laser rifle. He is going to attack the seer. Oh, yeah, that will hit. Yeah, that will definitely hit. See, he's going to do 15 points of radiant damage with his rifle. See it strike into the seer. Ah! Second death, buddy.
I was gonna ask. I think they have it out for me, Matt.
Only with love. He's not hurt. He doesn't have to heal.
You should this year change places.
It doesn't have its reaction. It
Correct.
doesn't have its reaction. I checked. Initiative count 20 this year's turn. They look around. They need to see if they can recharge their ability. They do recharge it. It's a 6.
Ability to spawn the mangler.
This is interesting. It's just gonna float away. It's gonna do this. It's gonna pass through you. Take 5 points of psychic damage.
He
Booming blade. Yep. Roll it.
He takes 6 points of thunder damage.
Then you take 5 points of psychic. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Non-Euclidean.
Did he move out of my threatened reach?
Selena, are you up?
Yeah.
Okay, so you take. He's gonna. So he provokes an attack opportunity.
And I will
Yeah,
use...
because if I had moved back down,
With-
he would have had...
With Warcaster, I will hit him with Booming Blade again. Dang, 4 on the dice. That's probably going to miss at 11.
11 misses. Selena, you take 5 points of psychic damage as they pass through you. And they are going to land over here. Selena, they provoke an attack opportunity from you, actually.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah, so they land.
And that's only melee attacks, right?
Yeah. Unless you have Warcaster.
I do not. So I'm going to pull out that clutch of the other gods and take a swipe at it.
Amazing. Roll to attack.
That is...
You get a +1 to attack in addition to your normal bonuses.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, the clutch of the gods adds up. Does it? So you should have. Is it showing a +4?
Yeah.
That's correct.
Okay. So that is a 16 to hit.
16. Hold on, let me back. Hold on. Oh, it just misses. AC 17.
Damn. Okay. Well,
So you swing it.
yeah.
It was wide. So that's just its move. With its action, it is going to hurl 2 psychic orbs at the Star Spawn Hulk.
At the star spawn?
Probably healing it.
Not quite.
No.
That one will hit. So you see this psychic orb enter the Star Spawn Hulk, and they kind of go, and this kind of mirror energy erupt. So Vilius, you're going to take. I have to double check. You're going to take 27 points of psychic damage. Oof. Second psychic orb is going to miss with a 13 to hit. It's like, and it flies past the Star Spawn's Hulk and sets down its staff. Gilly, it's your turn. You see Justice is in shambles. Sylvia, this is probably not looking too hot.
How much damage do I?
I'm okay.
I take 27.
You do.
Corpse.
Your corpse. Actually, corpses can't take psychic damage. I think.
I'm up. I'm out of the way from the seer, right?
Yep.
I've been flown up out of. Am I still within 30 feet of pretty much everybody?
Yep.
I'm gonna cast Beacon of Hope.
Okay, with your action.
What does that do?
You all will get, including me, and if Justice comes back up, but it's not happening anytime soon. Shit, where is it?
I'm just hanging out in my ring.
You're dead.
My soul's in the ring.
It
I'm
is.
just hanging out in there.
So
102 points
You-
of damage.
we'll get advantage on Wisdom saving throws, Death saving throws, and any healing will be a maximum healing. So you don't have to roll any healing dice, you just get the max.
Combat.
Yep.
Alright, Gilly, that's your action.
Yeah.
Third
And
level spell.
then bonus action will just be to toss out a first level healing word at Sibelius.
10
So
points.
10 points for you, buddy.
Alright.
Oh no, sorry. Actually, I'm going to use mass healing word out of staff. Wait,
It's 2/3.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Beacon
that's
Hope is a
right.
third,
You're
so
right,
the
you're right,
second
you're
or
right, you're right.
first.
So
Okay.
what I said first.
Oh,
You get 10 points of healing.
Perfect.
Alrighty, that your turn?
How far away from the seer am I?
20 feet. It landed on the roof,
Okay.
I would say. Yeah. I'm assuming you're 20 feet up from the roof, is what
Yeah.
I'm assuming. One movement of
I want Clokey to kind of position me so that I'm still within
Did you want it to take you towards Justice?
close. Yeah, but I'm worried about the Hulk and the Mangler. So,
Okay. I was just asking.
yeah.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Alright.
I need to stay within 60 feet of everybody.
Alright, the Hulk is going to go. The Hulk does get its reaping arms ability recharged.
Was not stunned.
It is
Was
stunned.
stunned, yeah.
So its turn passes straight up.
You're welcome.
The stun ends when Justice's turn passes. So this is your turn.
Alright.
But it's
Seer's just slightly too far away. I'm gonna leave the Mangler there, and I will beat on the Hulk. His Mangler's not within 5 feet either. Dang it. Okay, so I'm just gonna booming blade the Hulk twice.
Okay. We'll do attack.
It's 13, 20 to hit.
20 hits.
Midgard also has the Beacon of Hope.
Perfect.
17 points of piercing fire, thunder damage, and he is wreathed in booming energy.
Piercing fire, thunder. 15.
Yep, or
Okay.
17.
17, thank you.
Second attack will be a 17 to hit.
Hit. Let me double check. But yes, yep. AC 16 for that one.
Ooh, that's a lot of high damage. Okay.
The old 6 attacks from hidden position.
Yeah.
Now you know how it feels.
So
24 points of fire piercing thunder, and he is wrapped in booming energy, but it doesn't do
With
anything.
that strike, the Hulk separates into pieces and dies. Hulk is dead.
It just dies. Doesn't do anything.
Just dies.
Perfect. Okay.
Doesn't
good.
have
Yeah,
no
it
death.
doesn't
Oh, good.
explode this time.
Okay.
Implode,
So-
whatever it does.
If it's dead, then I will use the rest of my movement to try to jump across the roof to get next to Seer. So, acrobatics.
Oh, you
To
can
do
just make it.
5, okay.
It's trivial for you for that leap. So you kind of spin around, parrying one of the blows from the Hulk as it begins to strike down at you. And use some of this kind of Vizari energy that you had to reflect it, and you stab it behind you as it separates in pieces. You just kind of step over and leap and land in front of Seer.
Perfect.
You hear Seer speak in Elvish. I believe we know each other.
Another
For
one.
fuck's sake.
Yep.
this is your cousin.
Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
It's the Mangler's turn. Mangler is unfortunately restrained.
What do you mean, unfortunately?
Unfortunately for them, they are going to attempt to recharge their ability. They do recharge.
For fuck's sake.
You're gonna attempt to make
It's a nice campaign we had for a little while.
Yeah.
44 episodes, folks.
Yeah.
That's nice.
No, it's almost an odd number.
We almost made it a year
It's nice.
of streaming.
It's nice. At the end, when you're all dead, we should talk about our favorite moments from the campaign and do a little recap.
My favorite moment was getting 6 attacks.
Hey, suck my dick. right? Mike Merles and Jeremy Crawford and Kate Welch, whoever worked on this book.
They were Tarrasca, so it was fine.
That creature is only CR5, I'll have you
I'm
know.
giving shit.
It's only CR5.
Seer get
Oh,
fucked.
level 10. Alright.
I thought you were joking saying that the Tarrasque is only CR5.
Oh, no.
And then,
It's in Matt's challenge rating system.
That's
it's
right.
only
That's what I
CR5.
meant. That's what
Yeah.
I thought you were going with.
I mean, that's what's coming out of the water next.
That's right. That's right.
You see, dun 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 dun.
Totally killed Justice twice. So it's restrained. It's just kind of picking at the pieces of Justice's corpse.
Oh my god.
That's what it would do. I'm
Wow.
not pulling any punches.
Oh my god.
Clokey's turn. Clokey's going to see if they can recharge. They recharge. I was going to laugh because I was like, I'm recharging. Clokey recharges. They are going to... You didn't give it any command. Where do you want Clokey to move?
I can
Do you want it to move closer to Justice or no?
Do I have control over
You don't have control over Clokey, just very generally where are you telling it to move?
Okay. So I was trying to get myself somewhere over here, but in the air still.
Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
So-
They're going to get you there.
Okay.
With their action, they're going to attempt to restrain the Mangler. Shadow Snare! That'll do it.
Good.
Wrapped around the Mangler again. 14 plus
Stay
5
way
is
over
19.
there.
Good.
So you can just see it kind of wrapping out, and at pieces of Clokey are flying away,
So-
wrapping around.
Fails dexterity saves.
I believe automatically.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that.
Well, you had disintegrate. If only Druid did, that'd be awesome. Selena, it's your turn.
Ice knife at the mangler.
You have advantage on the attack roll.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, it's restrained.
Nice. Okay, so it's a whole 19.
Hit.
Alright, so it's 1d10 damage plus some cold damage, which is dexterity
It
save.
automatically fails, so just roll it all.
Alright, so 7 points of piercing stabby damage, and then 2d6 of cold damage.
Alright.
6 points of cold damage.
Okay, so 10 and 6, was that correct? Sorry.
5 and 6,
Thank you.
I think.
So you do see that, unfortunately, the Mangler and the Seer are resistant to cold. So you do 8.
Okay. And then I'm going to turn around and shove poison at my 10-foot space at the
Yeah, you're flying,
seer.
so yes. Con save! Nope. Fails. 15.
Oh, nice!
Hey.
Yay!
Yeah,
Okay.
it fails. Or 13, sorry.
Okay, and
9
then
plus 4.
that is what I'm doing. I vaguely know what I'm doing.
What?
12. I just know something on D&D Beyond. It has in parentheses before dead.
Yep,
Yeah,
Right in
that's
front
right.
of your name.
That's right.
Yeah. 15 points of poison damage on this year.
Shit!
11 plus 4.
It is looking rough. It's bloody.
Okay, and then
It's me!
It's
What's his
Ulrich.
name? Yeah!
It's Ulrich.
Void Ulrich!
Ulrich.
It's not. Fucking with you. Fucking with you. It's not. It's just a no.
This is this dimension's hour.
You are the worst.
my parents
Captured
have
by
been
the void.
stolen and they've been brought to the void for hundreds of years.
It's the
She
seer
was
is
stolen.
Sibelius' child.
Future child.
Yeah.
So that's your action.
Come back in time.
Believe
We know each other, Sibelius.
I'm gonna stay where
Father.
I'm in here with the wing boots, just kind of hanging out, hoping for the best.
It's your child with Midgar
No,
leg.
can I move 5 feet forward onto the roof towards Justice, but just so that I'm on the roof and I'm not gonna fall 20
Sure,
feet?
I would put you here because that's less on the chimney.
That's fine. Perfect.
Cut the damage can come from you.
Well, you know what?
The boss is
Strain,
great.
thankfully. Yeah. Midgar Lang is going to. Midgar Lang doesn't have a very clear shot, but they're going to take a shot at the Seer. Yeah, 19. That hits 11 plus 8. The Mangler takes 15 points of radiant damage. So you can see this laser rifle, this Consortia Issue M, is taking pot shots at the Seer, and you can see the radiant poking holes in this creature.
Hell yeah.
Seer's turn. This is. Oh, actually, whenever that happens, whenever it gets hit, it's going to switch places with the Mangler. Because it can do it with any star spawn. So it's the Mangler that takes 50 points of damage.
It's still is it still restrained?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Does he have advantage on the attack?
The seer doesn't become restrained.
Does he crit on it?
It doesn't matter. So yeah. So that's Midgar Lang's turn. He's like, oh no. And the Seer is going to now attack the Mangler. It's psychic. Oh no, wait. This is a Mangler. Doesn't work. Okay. Doesn't work. Only the Hulk has the psychic mirror ability.
Okay.
Got it. Alright, the Seer is turn. Let's just slow down here. They have collapse distance ready.
Oh.
Prolapse distance.
Only Sibelius is near. It's just going to take 2 pot shots at Selena. You're landed on the roof.
I'm landed on the roof so that I have space, but I do have my wing boots. So if I fall off the roof, I can fly.
Alright, so it's going to fly over and pass through you very quickly and then land next to you. You take 5 points of psychic damage off the bat.
Okay.
It's now going to make 2 attacks against you with its common staff.
Okay.
23 to hit.
Yeah.
You're going to take 9 points of bludgeoning, or excuse me, 10 points of bludgeoning damage and 18 points of psychic damage.
So 28 points damage
Yep.
total.
Yep.
Okay.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. This is going to end great because it's a +0. It's a 15.
You are incapacitated until the end of the seer's next turn, so you just get to take actions or reactions. So it takes the wind out of you with its first strike.
Okay.
It's going to take a second attack, no advantage or anything, incapacitate doesn't do
Okay.
that. 14 hit.
That misses.
Okay.
Okay, 3 plus 11, so it takes a second swing.
Okay.
Misses. So that's all of its movement, that's both of its attacks. That is its turn.
Right.
Seer. Gilly.
Okay. How does the seer look?
Rough. So bloody.
I'm doing a patch. So,
7d4 plus 4. 7.
Patch Adams.
Yep.
So from the row of the stars, you
Yep.
7 screaming force missiles come out.
Okay. Not as good as last time.
It's not an attack.
15, 16,
I've seen the same thing.
23 points of force damage.
Alrighty. Looks rocked by it.
And then, bonus action, I'm just trying to assess which of these two looks worse off. I'm going to throw a healing word at Selena, so you get 10 points of healing.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep.
And I'm going to ask Cloaky to get me by justice.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're 3 rounds out from when he fell, right?
Like, directly above justice, I guess.
7 more rounds till he's past the abilities of Revivify.
Yeah.
Justice here obviously don't have a turn. Civilians, it's your turn.
Can we just cram my mind palace?
Not this time.
Alright,
We'll see how things go.
I'm going to use Booming Blade twice on the restrained one, so I have advantage.
Damn, Cloaky coming through with the restrain.
11 on both rolls, so that will be an 18 to hit.
Hit. Damn. He normally doesn't hit with that, but it just, all you have to do is hit. Damn.
So Bastard Mangler.
He only gets a +4.
13 points of fire-piercing thunder. Second attack will be an 18 on the dice. 7.
Sorry, what was the damage from the first? Sorry.
13
Thank
points
you.
of fire-piercing thunder.
So,
Second. 20 points of fire-piercing thunder, and he's wreathed in booming energy.
alrighty.
Good.
The Mangler is looking severely damaged.
And that will be my turn.
Okay.
Very hurt, as we say.
Good.
This is the Mangler's turn. The Mangler is restrained, but not stunned. They are going to make 6 attacks against you at disadvantage. Actually, 1 second. Okay, it's going to make 6 attacks against you at disadvantage.
Certainly try.
So first attack. So it's just fighting for its life. I don't think these are going to hit. So first attack is a natural one.
Good.
Second attack. 25.
If it matches my AC, does it hit?
Yes.
That one hits.
19, then an 18. So.
Cutting words.
Okay.
Fuck it.
If I see her do cutting words, I'm going to shield them.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So then it misses.
say, keep your ugly hands off him! Yeah, so that's a 6.
All right. Third attack.
Yeah, we still
Disadvantage. It's gonna miss. Fourth attack. 2 nat 20. Fourth attack misses. Fifth attack misses. Sixth attack. Nope, misses 15. So, from one little shield blocking up the one strike. It's the Mangler's turn. Cloaky's turn. Cloaky needs to see if they return. They do not. They are going to. Where do you want them to move you?
Right directly above and behind Justice, so like right here.
Right.
Or right there, that's fine.
Oh, that's a you. Midgar Lane coming in, picking up your pieces and running away.
At least you know you're
I'm
valuable.
looking at it going in my mouth again.
So I'm just. So the idea is I'm still. Oh my god.
Just the pettiness of how's that for running my mouth, little piece of shit?
With teeth.
So the idea is that I'm still 5 feet above. Still hovering.
5 feet hovering, okay.
Yep.
The Cloaky's turn. Selena.
Oh. Fuck.
Fuck indeed.
You're incapacitated.
I'm incapacitated. I can't do shit.
Correct, thank you.
I mean, I would love to.
Oh, you're incapacitated by the seer, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
so I
you're-
can't take any
Thank you for the
actions,
reminder.
reactions. Yeah.
Midgar Lang is gonna go. Like, I don't know what I should do.
Shoot the seer.
He's just gonna teleport. That's what Midgar Lang says.
Good.
He's actually going to take out his etheric harpoon.
Oh, Christ.
He's going to chuck it.
Killed man with a trident.
Passes through the star spawns here and returns.
Damn.
It was worth a shot. Puts it away. The Seer's turn. The Seer's reached in booming energy.
At the end of this year's turn, I become unincapacitated.
At the end,
correct?
you will, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not? Okay. So it's going to
No, I
pass.
didn't hit it.
Yeah.
Last turn.
5. So you take 5 points of psychic damage. Selena.
I do?
Yep.
Oh, neat.
Civilians, you take 5 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
It moves out of my...
It does.
Oh,
But you're incapacitated.
Yeah.
Take 5
Oh,
points
yeah.
of psychic damage. Civilians.
Yep.
It's going to float 5, 10. So 5, 10, 25. 20 is going to leave your threat range. 15.
Okay. I will make a booming blade attack with Warcaster.
Okay.
That will be a 19 hit.
That hits.
Alright. He will proceed to take. And
Come on, yes!
So the initial attack.
Ooh.
22 points of fire piercing thunder.
Okay.
And then an additional 2d8 because he moves, which are almost max. So he will take another 14 points of thunder damage.
That's the quick being dead weight.
Yes.
Alrighty, the seer floats over here, kind of lands in the middle.
Okay, I'm not incapacitated now, right?
It hasn't ended its turn. That was just moving around.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck me.
It
Alright.
spins its staff around.
Go for Midgard.
I mean, Midgardling is just so far away. Like,
Go for me.
Between Gilly and I, we're easy bait.
Please
and
I
stop.
can kill
Please
Midgar
stop.
Lang if y'all want.
Please
Please
stop.
don't.
Please,
Please
please,
don't.
everybody
I-
stop telling Matt what to do.
Actually, that's actually a really good point.
No.
Oh my
that's
god,
a
oh my
terrible point.
You
god.
should be going for Midgar Lang.
No.
Yeah. But between the two of us, like, I've done a bunch of damage.
We
to
can
him,
trap in the
so,
void forever.
That's cool. It'll be a new campaign.
For fuck's sake.
No. Luckily, you all have positioned yourself in such a way that he's not really noticing Midgar Lang. It's good, because Midgar Lang dies. That's not great.
I did a bunch of damage.
Um,
I'm threatening his magnitude.
so, sorry. So, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to say the Seer's going to lob a Psychic Orb at you first.
Okay.
14 to hit. Damn.
Oh, that misses. Thank God.
Roll the 3. And then they're going to lob another one at Gilly. 24 to hit.
Well, yeah.
24 hit.
I just asked regardless because there's lots of moving parts. 27 points of psychic damage, Gilly.
That's the first damage you've taken. Oh,
I
your
know.
temp hit points.
It's fine, it's fine.
That's the Seer's turn. Gilly, it's your turn.
I'm gonna cast Revivify. Wait, actually. I'm not.
There you go. Several more turns.
I'm going to, because if I cast Revivify on you, then you're back up with 1.
Right, yeah.
And
Keep
have
killing.
problems,
Keep killing
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
I'm going to rip off another patch, and I'm going to divide them evenly between the two.
Okay,
things.
so 4 on the seer and 3 on the thing, or 74, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
4 on the seer, so 4 on the
Sure.
seer, 3 on the mangler.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
That way.
Roll
hit
4
him no
first
matter
and then
what.
3 second, I guess.
Okay, I'll do that.
So you can do it in a partial manner.
Okay, here's 4.
That's a 4.
It's
on
4!
the
Always under the TV. Just directly.
That's a 3, so that's 10, 11, plus 4. So that's 15 points of force damage
Okay.
towards the seer.
Yep.
And, okay. 8, 3, 11 for the,
Alright.
for the mangler.
Okay. Okay. They both look on death's door.
Shit, wasn't enough. And, okay. Well then, bonus action.
Back is Rudolph.
Oh, 5,
Rudolph is dead.
10, 15.
Great grandson.
Bonus action, I will throw out a healing word at 2nd level at Selena.
Heal 14.
Yep.
Is that your turn?
Yep, that's it.
Justice, you're still dead. Civilians.
Alright. I will attack the Mangler with my first attack. Is it still restrained?
It is not.
Okay. Big wing. 15 on the dice,
Okay,
plus
okay.
7.
Good.
Okay. It will take...
Yes.
6.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yes.
Okay, 10.
I love your
21.
I love your jewelry.
24
Yeah.
points of fire-piercing thunder damage, and it is breathed in booming energy.
It dies.
It is still
Yes.
alive.
Yes.
All right, so I will then
Fuck up
use
the
my
seer.
movement and jump over and move up to the seer and make my second attack against him.
Kill him.
Okay.
4 on the dice. That's gonna be a miss.
Yeah, that'll miss.
I'm being crushed under with your feelings.
Actually, I will use my inspiration from earlier
Yes, there you go.
to add 1, which will
Oh,
still
God
miss.
damn it. I tried.
Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Mangler's dead.
Does a 12 hits? Does a 12
Cloaky.
Recharge Cloaky.
Come on, Cloaky.
Cloaky recharges.
Yes!
Yeah,
Kill him.
him.
Cloaky is the best cloak.
Cloaky misses.
I don't care. Cloaky's still the best cloak.
Selena.
Okay, Eldritch Blast.
Alright.
Fuck your shit up. Okay.
Can't stop anyone now.
Eldritch Blast is a +8, so it's 14 plus 8, which is 22, and a 20 plus 8, which is 20 fucking 8.
So go ahead and roll a 3d10. That's your damage over the 2 attacks.
But doesn't she... Wasn't it a natural 20?
Yeah,
Hence the
so
3D8.
either
Oh, okay,
I
sorry,
add
I
a
don't know what
d10
I'm
or I
saying.
double one of these.
Right,
So that's
duh.
10, that's 16. I think that's a 6. Yeah, that's a 6, because the other one's 9. So 16 points of force damage from the Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to cover him in poison again, because I am sick of this shit.
How do you want to do this?
Vomit the poison down his mouth.
Just flip up his
I
mask
don't
and go
actually
like,
vomit the poison. It comes out of my palm like a spell.
Actually, yours comes out of your breath.
No, well, that's really gross.
Chronic
Brush your
eloquence.
teeth!
just pull up his mask.
Pull up this mask so I can see how related he is to you.
Ah, it's you.
No thanks. So you move forward. How do you want to do this?
I move forward and you don't get to win today.
You see his face, and well, from behind the mask, and he just withers awake, falls, sunken, and decrepit. There is an aura of silence falls over your respective battlefield.
I'm gonna keep an eye on the water.
Revivify. Skilly cast Revivify. We're gonna go to break.
Yeah.
I wonder if Revivify works in the void.
Nope. Well, we're about to find out.
Yep.
Well, otherwise we get to take a piece of him with us and think about it for 24 hours. And
No, I put his bag. I'll put his body in the bag holding it. Is what I'll do.
The whole thing.
Alrighty, folks, we are going to be
It's not
back
the first time you've been in there.
in about 15 minutes to see how this all unfolds.
I just take a piece of him for reincarnate. And
I'll never see you guys
Oh my
again.
God.
I'm off the stream.
If you're enjoying tonight's stream, follow the channel, subscribe if you're following already, support us so we can continue to produce content. We'll be back in 15, folks. We are back, folks, with a conclusion to a fight with some star-spawn creatures of the void, in which Justice was slain by an ambush attack from a star-spawn mangler. Gilly has rushed over to Justice's mangled corpse.
Wow.
The Mangler.
using.
And has cast Revivify.
Oh no.
He's clearing out all of his dice.
I just need a nice empty dice bar.
You know what?
To roll them all back in.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
This much damage.
I'm
Can
gonna
I
enhance my ability first.
can I also give her guidance?
Sure.
I'm also keeping an eye on the river because I don't want anything else to come out of it.
Alright, guidance, enhance ability, and then you go to cast the Revivify.
Yeah.
You come back to life.
I hate you so much.
Except for you don't breathe.
Right.
So, great.
Did I die?
Now I don't have beat of hope up
Again.
anymore.
Yes.
Shit.
You did.
Did I sense anything? Did I experience any experiences when I was dead?
So,
Experience these.
is the short answer to that question. You do, but we, not dead long enough for, I mean, you're dead. You have visions, and you're in your memory palace, and those things happen, but nothing significant advances.
Okay, I didn't know anything.
But yeah, you're just kind of sitting there very quietly. You're not sure for how long, and you just pop back in. You don't see a spirit or anything. This is the Revivify gets past a lot of the rules. Luckily, because of your ring of mind shielding, your soul is trapped inside your ring, which means the void didn't take your soul. So it just flies out of the ring and restores your body to 1 hit point.
If no one's gonna do anything else, I will give you a 3rd level healing word.
My question is, would I have known that I was not gonna need like the enhanced ability?
You have no way of knowing.
Okay. So beacon of hope's gone.
That's okay.
I got a hit point.
So we're gonna do some 3d4 here.
Your first time casting Beacon of Hope was for free.
Right.
Shiny or not shiny?
Shiny, please.
Yeah, I had 3rd level spells left.
Yeah, which is why you were able to cast it.
Right.
Alright, well that sucks.
I wish that I...
7 plus 4, right? 7 plus 4 is going to be 11 points of healing for you.
Cool.
And depending on how many greater potions of healing we have left.
Hang on. I'm gonna put, I'm gonna start dumping 1 charge at a time from the staff.
Milking it for all it's worth.
That's right.
So, start with 9.
Yeah. Okay.
And then 8. Oh, sorry, no. That would have been 11 and then 10. I was
Okay.
adding 4 instead of 6.
And a 10. Yep. Feeling good. Getting a little bit better.
We pull up the thing so I can track these. 1, 2.
I just love.
Bit by bit.
Okay, another 10.
Getting close. Think one more will do it.
That's a 13.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Selena, for the healing. Thank you, Gilly, for the healing.
Welcome.
I will give myself a 1st level healing word.
How are you looking?
I am.
Cure wounds. Take 11.
I'm gonna walk over to the
I
mangler.
am not blooded anymore.
Walk over to the mangler. Okay.
Its corpse.
Yep.
What does it look like?
Mangled.
I shall show you. Actually, no, I won't. Because I can't. Because it's not in the thing. What it looks like is a human with... just for inspiration would be great, really. Well, it is a human that is hairless, has wide stretched teeth, a wide stretched mouth with razor sharp teeth, razor sharp claws, gray pale skin, and these kind of black rock-like protrusions all throughout its body. It is smaller, probably roughly your height, and very lightweight.
I'll give it a little kick with my foot.
Okay.
What does the seer look like?
Yeah, can I take the mask off the seer and search him for anything useful?
I'd like to.
There you go. That's the name.
Yeah! That was fun.
The Starspawn Seer, you take the mask off. They're an elf.
Do I recognize him?
Roll perception.
I'd also lock the mask.
Okay.
Let's fit your people.
14.
You still have advantage, I think.
And
That's what the Starspawn Seer looks like with the mask.
21.
21? You don't recognize him. They're an elf. Did you say something?
yeah, I was searching him for anything useful.
Nothing particularly valuable. The staff is kind of neat. It's a staff made out of common metal, space metal, basically. It's not magical, but it's prime for enchantment. The golden robes are nice and could probably be sold for a pretty penny.
I will carry both of those and make money off of them since Midgarling has taken all my money.
Should we put those in the bag?
If they can both fit in the bag, otherwise I can carry one of
Anything
them.
can fit in the bag.
Not
Dress.
anything. I can't
Yes.
fit an entire dragon in this bag.
Wrong.
We can try this. You need to try this.
I mean,
right
down several bodies from the bag, so there's room now.
now?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Midgarling kind of saunters. Well, he can't teleport. But he's just kind of go around. He's like, that was quite the encounter. Are you feeling all right there, Justice?
I am now, thanks to my friends.
All right.
That creature's strategy was quite effective.
Yes, one that you attempted to employ yourself, it appears.
I was thwarted by the elf there. So, Sevelius, do you believe that this is your people that were sucked into the void?
Most likely. Or anyone that was consumed by the void. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But he did seem to know me, so. Or at least know of the name.
Recognized you by sight, at least, so
Yes.
there's something.
Certainly is.
Perhaps
Or by your blade song or something.
It is unique to my family line, so.
Sorry.
Each one has a certain song too.
It occurs to me that our skirmish might have attracted the attention of the other denizens of this
Correct.
city.
We should.
Perhaps we should.
I will control water and move us down to the minerals and push everything else aside.
I'll put another cure wounds onto this buddy here first. 14.
Nice.
We require more
Mask.
minerals. Midgarling saunters down next to this void ore, this vein that is stretched into the side. It seems to just be spidering and growing out of this stone. He's looking beyond it, and you can see this stone has that kind of same similar mirror-like structure to it. It has been corrupted by void, and he pulls out a little laser knife and begins cutting. It's gonna take me a minute. He's gonna cut away.
I will keep a watch outside. Just to cut.
Is it going to take him longer than 10 minutes?
Yeah, for sure.
Is it going to take him longer than 20 minutes?
Yeah.
That's all he's got.
Okay.
Perhaps I will use key points and I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace on us
Okay.
to try to make it less obvious what we're doing.
You got key points left because you could spend them while you were dead.
That's true.
Isn't that nice?
Did it count as in a long rest? You know?
No.
Because they call it the eternal rest.
The longest rest.
Be happy that you're not coming back with, like, penalties.
Right.
You know, you roll it down a little bit. So, yeah, he's cutting away. It's not the richest ore I've seen. You can say bit by bit, getting pieces of little fragments of void diamonds. Ding! Ding!
Would it make the process quicker if I had enhanced his ability?
Yeah, a dexterity enhancement would help.
Sure, I'll do it.
Yeah, okay. Let's see this. Let's see. I will reroll. Okay, that is better. Yeah, it helps. It helps. It helps a lot. He begins cutting a little quicker. I'll say with that, since he went up a tier, I'll say he goes from this being like easily like a 30-minute job to closer to 15 or 20.
Okay, perfect. Good, because all I had was 20 before I lost all control of the water.
Right.
But I took 8 charges out of the staff to do it.
Okay.
Because it's technically a 10-minute spell. I think it only lasts 10 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's true. Picture groups.
I think we cheated the system earlier when we were walking through the lake.
Oh, that's okay. Time passed differently.
I said time
It's
passes.
always dawn until.
It's
It
always on
it wasn't a huge journey through the lake. It was just a.
Perfect.
So
That's a
doing,
really neat system, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
is there anything anyone wishes to say or do while Garland does this?
I want to take 10 minutes to bump us again.
Okay.
Because I'm really, I'm pretty tapped with everything else.
Can you
So-
do that more than once per long rest?
Yeah, it's a feat.
That's cool.
Pretty hot.
Yeah.
Just keep doing it.
But I'll think of something to say while people do other things.
I will study the mask, see if there's anything on it, writings,
Alright.
markings.
This elf is this mask is distinctly not elvish. This is some kind of void cultist mask. However, you do see as you so go ahead and roll investigation.
If there's a language, I will let him borrow the Helm of Comprehend Languages
Okay.
Very good.
if he wants to.
19.
So one of the things that strikes you about this helmet is on the forehead there's a figure on the one, and then each corresponding cheek there's a figure. They both have these kind of outstretched limbs or hands, all kind of pointing towards the center of this mask. This seems to be a depiction of 3 powerful beings of great worship, 3 gods. History.
That is only a 14.
The 3 gods mean something you're not quite sure. You just know that it has something to do with the void and 3 dead gods. Yeah. It's just a void cultist mask is all. You don't recognize the elf. You don't know if they were just taunting you. Midgarling will kind of speak up, looking, kind of seeing, studying the mess. He's like, the void is full of strange oddities and clever deceptions, but a void is spent in eternity, in all manner of, in all different timelines, consuming entire civilizations. Creates all sorts of difficulties with memory and perception. There's no way really of knowing what's true in the void. The elf might have known you, or just part of them might have known you at some point, or you just look like someone they knew.
Sure, if when the land of Summerfur was consumed, still quite a few elves didn't make it out.
Yes, untold millions, as a matter of fact.
So I'm sure some of them got merged with any number of creatures in the void.
And of course, there were those that worshipped the void in the first place.
Correct.
Midgarling kind of finishes. He's like, this should be enough. He grabs it around, cocks it. The void has always commanded a certain level of worship from the weak-minded and the self-destructive. Your Your people were no different.
Every race has this.
Alright. Suppose it's time to venture forward.
I will assist in finding the rift.
So, while that was going on,
Yep.
I started, singing a little tale about how we're trapped in the void
Mm-hmm.
and how we got sucked into nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
we need to pull through and get out.
Okay.
And I sing, yeah, we wanna get out of this void pocket, but we can't go home until our crafting's completed in the black. In the black. Get out of this dark black void.
I don't know this song.
I don't know either.
Oh, come
What
on.
song is it?
Really?
No.
You all disappoint me. It's World Goth Day.
I don't know.
It's Black Number 1, and it's by Typo Negative.
Oh.
Yeah, no idea.
I prefer type A positive.
You
Honestly.
know what?
I mean,
You
just
would.
because you're some sort of weird middling blood type. I don't know.
I think it was B negative and B positive. I forget.
You'd be negative.
B negative. That's right.
Anyway.
No, be positive.
No, he's going to be negative. He
So-
died.
That's
Rest.
okay. I can save all of you.
So your health values accurate on D&D Beyond 70, 62, 42, 53?
Yes, it is now. I
I
was
need to throw my...
fully healed. By my friends.
I was not.
I'm so disappointed in this. Okay. 16 temp hit points.
He's like, so, onward we go. And you see him, he reloads a couple power cells in his rifle. Yes. Moving forward.
Do we need to, and I might have missed this, do we need to go through that rift? Is that the next step?
Yes, the rift is likely the key to this getting back. We're working with some experimental material here.
That's what it takes.
Let's just hope the Thune don't show up. He says, let's go.
No.
Starts moving forward.
what?
I'll explain it all later.
You passed
Oh,
without
boy.
trace dust, right?
Yep.
I did.
Everyone will stealth checks.
No,
I mean,
not
plus
with
10.
advantage.
I get
plus
advantage. Sorry, I do. Because I'm awesome.
Okay, well.
10. I think I failed.
Can't wait for it. Can't
Okay,
wait
so
for
that's
it.
okay. Alright.
If I get really high voices, can I make other people succeed? Subtract 10 from and give it to others.
What is your total?
34.
Okay.
I'm in.
21. Yep, I failed. I think the
20.
23. Okay. See what Midgar Lane gets. Hey, Midgar Lane got it. So 3 successes, 2 failures.
Okay. Damn.
and a 23 is a magic number. At least it has been all night. Yeah.
So you can see these kind of invisible predator-like images kind of
Yes!
floating above, and you at one point you see a couple barrels get lifted.
Do not want.
You hear a kind of, and they're flying and scanning overhead.
This makes me so happy.
You push forward and eventually arrive actually at a gate, northerly gate. And he's like, the rift is beyond the limits of the city. And just there, he points to a rift.
What does the rift look like?
The rift looks like a massive tear in the fabric of reality, a howling vortex of starlight, void, and force energy.
Sweet.
How long has this rift been here?
Are you asking me or Midgarling?
Midgarling.
I truly have no idea for as long as I've been here.
I just wondered if it's created by us coming into this particular pocket.
No, I don't know. Did you come from this area or do you?
Up. So no?
Came from up.
Past the gatehouse in this kind of small little village, which appears to be very homely and non-elvish and not like any of the other races or species you've seen. You do see a woman. She is adorned in void-written runes. She has long white hair that is pulled back and wildly stretches to the middle of her back. She has a small breastplate and a cloth hanging adorning her chest, and she has a skirt of her giant culture wrapped around her waist. She has what appear to be kind of battle boots and shoes.
Is this a giant?
A giant, yes.
Okay.
Appears to be a giant touched by the void.
What size category would you say? Large?
Huge.
Huge.
So she has skirts of what?
She has a skirt on.
Oh, a skirt. I thought it was like of something.
Giant.
Well, for
Weird.
giant culture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Evidently, there's skirts of giant culture.
Yep, that's true.
Do you chase them? No.
We'll find out.
Makes it awkward to walk in there. They're so big.
Cultures have clothing.
Correct.
Alrighty.
Cultures have clothing.
Indeed.
Whole society is draped in things.
Yep.
Wow. Anyway,
Okay. Does she appear to be between us and the rift?
She seems to be facing away, she has her back to you, and she's facing the rift, and she seems to be channeling energy from it.
when we're hidden, do we think maybe just like I could try a little minor illusion? Like 30 feet away?
Could also try to talk it out. That's probably a terrible idea.
Right, if we can avoid the risk of talking and just try to see like if we can get her to go investigate something else and like jump through the thing. How much time do we need to get through this, Midgar?
We're in experimental territory. I would need at least 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
Have you encountered one of these creatures before?
Yeah, I have encountered not necessarily a void, a giant of the void. I have encountered void worshippers before. She looks to be one of them. They range from cantankerous to incredibly violent, as I'm sure you know.
great.
Maybe we can bond with her over, Voidsmith, blah blah blah.
I do have the mask. We can try to deceive.
Do you have the what?
I have the mask.
Right.
And the robes.
cloak. Yeah, the robes and the staff.
Right. Well, not to game this too much, but I'm quite deceptive, and I can change my appearance at will if we wanted to go that route.
Right.
So the void cannot be deceived. The void cannot be.
Well, this is not a void creature. This is a creature from outside the void who has come to worship.
Seems touched by the void.
But
Touched by the void, right?
Correct.
But
it's worth
she
a shot.
can't be charmed, but she would probably be deceived.
maybe.
Arcana, Gilly.
Okay.
Try to
I
determine.
will help if I am part of this conversation and allowed to.
No. Never.
So a yay or a nay on the.
Sure.
Okay. 22.
So based on your interaction with creatures that are literally spawned from the sentience of the void, like such as the voidling, and creatures that merely adapt the void, such as the voidsmith, you would put her closer to the voidsmith side of things. It's a spectrum. Where she falls on that spectrum exactly,
Okay.
but she seems more voidsmithy than voidling.
Right. Okay. So I convey that information.
Perhaps if we would like to try to deceive to get past, I could make an attempt. I might need the helm of comprehend language, however, if she talks in some kind of void speech.
You won't be able to speak back.
Indeed. But I could make up some kind of story as to why we should speak in the common tongue of my companions. Oh, I have an idea. Taking you to that altar for sacrifice from... What was the name of your elven uncle? Or your elven relation? The one who knew you? Do you know?
Did
One
you
that we
give her
just-
name?
I don't think he gave me a
The
name.
one who
Nope.
was at the altar?
Nope. Never offered him any.
Do we get a title?
Ancestor. Amazaja, not no title to speak of.
Understood. It is up to you. If we think that she can be bargained with or passed by, I'm happy to attempt it.
Well, I mean, just kind of weigh it, I guess. Lies are always easier if you pepper them with truth, and they do want somebody in this void worship circle wants Sibelius to claim the blade or give the blade to the void. So
Indeed.
they need him alive to do that.
Indeed.
I don't know. I really want to avoid a fight.
You guys can pretty much see everything at this point. There's no point in...
Do you have another Revivify handy?
Look, I have one 4th level spell, and I'm saving it for Revivify.
Wonderful.
That's all I have. Outside of, items.
Shall we begin?
I will guidance you as you walk up.
So I'm going to disguise myself to look like an elf. Perhaps that elf that we saw and were talking to.
Okay.
I'm going to try to mimic his voice as
Okay.
well, because I have the actor feat.
Yep.
I'm going to put on the robes and the mask.
Yep.
If that makes sense, yeah. And then I will approach.
Alrighty, so how are you getting through the massive iron gate between you and the creature? Would you like to come around on top, or do you just want to...
I can just boom through it. And
Y'all want to position yourselves where you'd like to be?
Sure.
In case shit goes south, I don't want to hear.
I
would
will
have been
try
here, I
to
would have been
pick
there.
the lock. If it's pickable.
It's a massive castle grate, like a gate.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's no lock to pick.
No,
It's just
no.
you either pick it up or you don't.
Yep.
Is Clokey somewhere?
You just want it still out?
Yeah.
Sure.
I want to. Do we think, if I'm up here on the roof, how tall is it?
How tall is the roof?
How high off the ground is the top of the roof?
25 feet?
And can I then see over that gate, over that wall?
You can, yep.
I guess I'm gonna try.
I'd say the catwalk is 20 feet, you're 25. Does that make sense? The pinnacle
Okay.
of the gatehouse is a little higher.
Sure. Let me just real
think.
quick check distance.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
You're not stealthing
So
no,
I
I'm
will
trying to
be-
approach the doctor.
you just move yourself. You don't have to.
I'll try to be prone up there,
Okay, that's fine.
hiding.
Would anyone else like to move
Yes,
themselves before?
I will misty step through to the other side of the gate and stay close to the gate and in the shadows.
Okay.
And then I guess I will be up on the wall with Gilly.
Mingarlang is gonna come all the way around on this side. He's gonna position himself here. He's gonna kind of sit in this corner behind these stairs, so he's well hidden. Loki's next, yeah.
And you gave me
behind you.
guidance, you said?
I did. Yeah.
D8?
D4.
Nothing against you, Selena. I just don't want to make it too enticing to throw a spell at us. Just keep us a little bit of distance.
So you're not stealthing up. You're just walking
No.
up. So the void, you can see as she winds this magic all around her, and she seems to be feeding off of the void rift. She turns. She doesn't turn her all the way around. She just kind of cocks her head a little. Who goes there? She's common.
Greetings. Oh, what was the voice? Hold on one second. I'm trying to think of another voice. Oh, yeah. Hello. I'm bad at this. Hello. We are wondering if we can make passage to the rift.
See her kind of keep spelling it. Who are you to ask for passage through my rift?
What did Midgarling call them? He called them salvagers or
Yeah, scavengers. Sorry.
scavengers.
These are the dimensions.
Though I am a simple scavenger, I have a valuable elf with me, and I'll gesture to Sibelius, the void speaker at the altar near the singularity wishes to see us.
She turns around. Her massive a 17-foot tall form now lumbering. The void runes kind of spark up a bit. You say a void speaker wants to see you and this elf.
Yes, past the singularity and the graphic lake.
To what end?
I believe there is a certain curse or prophecy. If my friend here takes his ancestral blade in the name of the void, it will bring many souls into its embrace.
Peers over, so start by making a deception check.
And do I get advantage on this?
It's not... She's convinced you're... Go ahead and roll with advantage.
Thank you.
That's cocked.
Yeah, it is. It's dual 16s of it. Okay, 16 to 48. So that would be a 26.
She steps just one little foot forward. You are going to do this. You're going to sacrifice everything. Surrender it all to the void.
It is prophesied.
It is prophesied. Prophecies can be deceived. I have many prophecies written on my body. This one tells of a fallen world saved, but the void consumed it.
Then I'm speaking with the void speaker and listening him thoroughly out and see what he has to say.
Bargain with the lives of millions. So you're not ready.
We will make sure that he is ready.
We shall see.
You shall see. So you want to get through my rift. So you can parley with the void speaker in the singular temple.
Not necessarily parlay, but bargain. Okay.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Would I have been able to give him inspiration or give him inspiration by casting a message to him?
I mean,
If no, it's fine.
no.
Okay.
So that will be a 15.
Let's see how this one. Not sure I believe you. Not sure I buy your sincerity.
If he is on the fence, that is his problem. I'm hoping that the void speaker can bring him to his senses.
Osmoel, you are much more diplomatic than I remember.
Well, I've been trying a new tactic.
Never known a scavenger of your breed to care much for tactics.
When there's as much at stake and to be gained as I would through this bargain, one must adapt. That's how we survive in the void.
And when did you begin taking orders directly from Frandata?
I take orders from no one.
Yet you're working so hard, so diligently for his prophecy.
He offers me great reward for making sure that it comes true.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Persuasion. I'm guessing this is a straight roll?
Yep.
You can add guidance.
That's cocked. That's worse. I will add the guidance. 14, 17.
Okay. It's not bad at all. You see her kind of stiffen.
I'll just impatiently like tap the staff, the meteor staff on the ground, just like, is there something that we can do to bargain to use your portal?
The void does not bargain. I have always wanted one of those stars.
This.
Yes. I could do great things with it.
Well,
Oh, the enchantments I could put on it.
I've grown quite attached to it over the years.
I've grown very attached to my rift. Fair is fair.
Making a show about like really mulling it over. Yes, but just doesn't seem fair. So once we're through, you will still have your rift, and I will be without my trusted staff.
The rift will close if you plan on using it.
Oh, is it that unstable?
I've siphoned a great deal of energy from it. I've become very powerful.
Well, I guess it's tit for tat then.
She holds it. She steps aside from she steps into the water. Halvesies.
I'll say, we will start the ritual, and then once I'm certain it will be complete and you will not interfere, then you will have the staff.
Give me the staff, and I will leave your presence.
Should tell me the truth.
Go and roll insight.
I used up that thing, right? 14.
She is telling the truth. This actually doesn't appear to be a very malevolent. I mean, depending on your perspective, a void worshipper, to be sure, spiraling down a dangerous path, but not an unstable or malevolent creature yet.
Okay, right.
There's a magical word there.
Yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awkward.
Well, you know.
Oh well. Somebody else's
Don't
problem.
come back
Yeah,
to
the void's problem, or we'll fight her later.
She's gonna show.
Only if we come back to this time stream. Oh my god.
She'll show up for sure. I'll be like,
She grabs it. You see. A common staff. It's beautiful. It's
That's
already.
a problem later.
She's like, it's already whispering to me all the enchantments it wants.
do take care of it. I mined it from a comp myself.
You star spawn never understand the void. She cracks on it and disappears. Cracks her staff on the ground and vanishes.
I call this an absolute win. Says the group.
Midgarling's like, okay then, we'll just redirect from that and get started with this ritual.
That's going to be a problem later.
If we cannot get out of the void, it will be a problem for everyone. Forever.
Right. That's fair.
He's like, so, I don't have to explain the dilemma here to you because you already hit the nail on the head. I need to manage to put you back exactly after the void explosion. Because if you were all from Edda, then I have to tell you that the time that you have been in this demi-plane, I fear hundreds of years have already passed. And I can show you the future if you wish to take a glimpse.
That would be fantastic.
Helpful.
Is that risky in any way?
No, it's just voyeuristic.
Oh boy.
It's just voyeuristic.
Oh, well, in that case.
Get the popcorn.
Fancy me a peep show.
So you see him put out his hands and he waves them. The void kind of shifts around. Like, briefly, you guys get a glimpse. There's this kind of pan-over scene over Gishari, and it is a wasteland of fire, ash, and sulfur. It is hell on Earth. You see humans, the few that are left are all enslaved humanoids. You see the elves are enslaved, and you see the Hellforged walk the earth. And in the capital of Kishari, you see Vorgesh, you see Minster Ravas, you see...
Yeah.
Let me think real quick, I don't want to misspeak.
Hold on. Okay, so we see Vorgesh
You see a Vorgesh, so this is like in the council chamber.
and Minister Ravos.
You definitely see Minister Ravas. You definitely see the Grand Presider.
The same Grand Presider.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yep. You do not see Angela Creighton.
Okay.
You do not see Duplo LaCroix.
We don't see the Black Dragon either.
Nope.
Okay.
You do not see the House of Mercedia. You do not see Avamir. You do not see any of the other lords and ladies.
Real quick, so we don't see Avamir,
You don't see anyone from the top brass,
Mercinia, right.
except for the minister, the Grand Presider,
Right.
Vorogesh, and a figure you don't recognize, wearing armaments from the College of Whisper. A figure you don't recognize, wearing confessor robes. And you would see, fuck me. You would see, believe that's everyone actually. Yep. You see the Grand Presider, you see Vorgesh.
Okay. But we don't
you see Mrs. Kilgast. No, wait, you don't see Mrs. Kilgast.
Okay. But we don't see anyone from the House of Avamir,
No.
Mercinia, and we don't see Duplo.
And you don't see the Creightons.
Or
Do we see the
Creighton, that's
sword?
right.
Yeah. You see this sort of sorrow.
The
The lady
lady.
of the Vizier. You do not.
Does the Sword of Sorrow look void touched?
Does the sort of sorrow look void touch? I'm gonna go with no.
Okay. And we're assuming this is the time. This is what has proceeded since we were removed from the timeline.
Yeah. So I guess you wouldn't see the sword of sorrow because it's better.
Because we have.
Okay.
Yeah, because we have it in pieces. For now.
And you said no Blade of Vizier seen.
No blade of the Vizier. Don't see Mrs. Kilgast. So you just see those. And yeah, I believe that's everyone.
How sweet do the Hellforged look?
But the Hellforged are freaking awesome.
Yeah?
They look unstoppable killers.
Wonderful. Even me.
Not so much.
Midgar, do you know of anyone by the name of Dupla LaCroix? Or just an ancient, well, depending on your time frame, just a black dragon known as the Ancient and Unknown?
He kind of folds the window away. He's like, it doesn't ring any bells, I'm afraid.
Okay. I was wondering if we'd see like what she's up to at this point, but
That is unfortunate, but luckily we still can correct it before it happens.
Yeah.
I'm still. Oh, never mind. We can still correct it before it happens.
You certainly can. So, he begins conducting a ritual for opening the rift. Who would like to help?
I will help.
I
can
can
try.
enhance his ability. I believe I still can.
if it's been within his dexterity would be enhanced still, but nothing. Never mind.
What would he need for controlling the void?
His spellcasting ability is charisma.
Perfect. Eagle Splendor.
Okay. He actually said, oh damn, this Christmas crazy.
Is there any way that I can assist?
How much do you know about magic and time travel?
Little to none.
Alright then. Maybe leave this one to the professionals.
Alrighty, I'll see him look pretty.
I'll help in any way you think I can.
Alrighty. He is first going to assess with an Arcana check.
By giving you inspiration.
Thank you. He is first going to assess with an Arcana check. Would anyone like to help him?
I will help him with the Arcana check.
Okay. Okay, yeah. 18 plus 5, 23. He's like, I think I can see a path forward. And he starts to put the white crystals down around the rift. You can hear the rift howling in. All right. Next is, gotta give it a little juice, he says. He's going to roll a charisma ability check, which gets advantage on. Okay. Thank God for advantage. 23. So he's like, he puts his hands together. He's just like, and these tiny little pieces of energy just kind of and poke around the rift and kind of lock it in place. You're like, alright, I believe I've isolated the time strain. Now pinpoint your location. It was the temple. This is going to be a bit hard, he says. Alright. Oh, here goes nothing.
He didn't use his inspiration yet, did he?
He did not.
Okay.
He's probably going to need it. The
D8.
So he's a 15 right now. He needs to roll pretty good. He needed to roll 5. He got a 5.
Oh boy.
So he's like,
Woo!
oh, it's right there. It stops the void rift from the inner circle from spinning and locks it. And you're like, all right. Okay. One last step.
Inspiration again.
Okay, thank you, because I'm definitely
Yeah, of
gonna.
course.
Oh, yeah, he needs it. He needs at least a 2.
I
What do you
saw
roll?
that too.
A 2.
We're caught real close tonight.
DC 20. So he feeds another bit of juice. You can see the void open. He's like, I suggest you go in.
Jump on in.
Thank you. He's like, I'm coming with. I'm
Yeah.
trapped like you are.
I didn't know if it's gonna go to showtime.
One after another, you all tumble in forward to the Temple of the Void. And you see as you arrive. So here's how we'll do it. And you all will land. You're all could have just. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So you all come stumbling out of the Void Rift on platform 4. Yeah, I've moved the view. Is that everyone? I'm missing someone. Where are you?
So like,
Yeah, there she is. In Midgarland. So there's a and after once you appear, Midgarland. Once you appear, you can see this kind of sucking energy as this guy who is on the floor, his chest begins to close and he begins to stand up from prone. He looks over. That's not possible. What on earth? What foul magic? Midgarland goes, sorry, they're customers of the Lane Consortium. He pulls out his laser rifle. I need you all to roll in.
Yes!
Oh my God.
Yeah! We're gonna find him again!
Yup.
He's a bullet
Wow.
points!
Okay, well,
Oh, that wasn't great.
Not me either.
It's better than last time. I'll take it.
This is the best.
Nice. He
Just
had used
crazy.
2 legendary resistances.
Oh crap, he still has one. I forgot about that.
He has 1 resistance left. Yeah, because he actually chose. I remember regretting he chose not to take the. He chose to take the 8d6 points of damage, which was a very poor choice. But then.
So, this is an odd question, but I'm gonna ask it. I had Sleet Storm up when we left.
You have been unable to maintain concentration on the sleep storm.
How long have
However-
we been gone?
But it's tied to your consciousness and your concentration.
right, but like, we hadn't left yet.
Wait,
No, but it's
you
you
get to
though.
cast it
It's
left.
you traveling the whole
It's
time.
magic, I
Yeah.
guess. So it's magic's gone.
I'm just asking because time's fucky.
No, correct. Yeah, it's not a matter of time. It's a matter of the rules
It's not a
governing.
bad question. Just
If you had kept concentration on Sleepstorm the entire time, perhaps. But we'll say no for now.
Just remember.
Yeah,
I was just wondering if, like, maybe
spells
we have a
concentration.
round left of the thing or
No, you
anything
had you
like
timed it after. All right. So, who will begin the boss fight?
Yes.
again.
Just remember, guys, there are no stupid questions. Only stupid.
Only timelines.
So
With
he was prone though. Because
he had
of
just
sleep-
stood up. You guys
Oh,
arrive
okay.
around after the
okay,
ability.
okay.
Yeah.
Probably pretty hurt from what I remember.
Should just
Like,
save the initiative.
bending
Oh,
his
he's pretty
chest.
injured. There ain't no doubt about that. He has not had a time to short rest or anything.
Come back, he's a fool.
Oh, this is the wrong marker. I don't know what I'm doing.
The permanent one.
No, it's not. Dickweed.
I don't leave any permanent markers in here because
That left.
Yes.
of that
Oh,
shenanigans.
I couldn't do that. Okay.
Do you know how you get a permanent marker off of a dry erase board?
Shaving cream.
Also,
Also-
use your erase marker on top of it.
Just run it over with dry erase marker too. Yep.
Shaving cream and
I hear lubricant.
pretty many.
25 to 20.
I'll take it off.
22.
Solids.
KY jelly.
Chemistry.
Yeah.
KY jelly is not a solvent. That's a lubricant. That is much different. Just saying.
Solve certain problems.
2015.
No, that's not how it works. 16, please. Well, I'm telling
1510.
10.
Chase while he's wrong.
Gilly.
7.
That's right. Never miss an opportunity to tell Chase when he's wrong.
Correct.
Well, especially when he
I
doesn't
base my
understand the
marriage on
difference
that.
between solvents and lubricants, which is a very important difference. Please do not interchange the two. That would
Yes,
be-
please don't. Thanks.
I mean, you wouldn't have to worry about it because he'd end up in the hospital first.
Industrial solvent, industrial lubricant, you know.
Alrighty.
Anyway, what's happening?
Top of the round, Vanzor turns and just
Aw.
collapses in together and casts a
Counter
spell.
spell.
Okay. You have.
I had 1 4th level spell left.
Okay, it fizzles. You can see all around you guys begin to be sucked in. You can see yourself being pulled together, going to be colliding and killing one
So
another.
done with the shit.
Just like. So, Velius, it's your turn.
Alright, Blade Song bonus action. I will then move up to the edge and I will throw a fireball at
Can we
him.
move the map over a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I'm having. There he is. Oh god, the people are still there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, I thought they had been dead or something.
No, God, no. You guys didn't hardly put any damage on the lackeys.
Yeah.
We're fucked.
Yep.
We'll be
I'm out of spells. We're fucked.
We should have asked Matt to put us there when the fight started, so that all they could have two sets of us.
Let's not.
that were
That's
redoing.
not. Yeah, the time knife. We've all seen it.
5, 10,
Um,
15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
So, Velius, what are you doing?
25,
Alright, so I'm going to throw a fireball
Okay.
at him.
At him. That's great. I don't think you can hit all of them, can you?
No. I think I could just get him and maybe one other.
Him Sligthar or him Vanzor? Those are your choices.
Which one looks more hurt?
Sligthar.
Okay, then him
Oh,
and
I can't
Flickthar.
do that.
Dexterity saving throws. Actually, yeah. He's gonna counterspell you. Sligthar is gonna counterspell you, I think. Damn it. Yeah.
He technically needs to roll it because I cast it at 4th level.
Are you sure you casted it from 4th level?
Yeah, no, I cast it at 4th level because I wanted to save my 3rd for a
Okay.
counterspell.
As long as you had marked it off.
Yeah, I did. It's my last 4th level spell.
Boy, look at us.
No, 13.
Hey!
Oh, fucked. So dexterity saving throws from
And
both
now
of
he's
them?
used his reaction. Wow, awesome.
Yeah.
DC 16.
Chrysithal, not Fredata. Fredata is the other one. Chrysithal, that is the Void Speaker's name. Excuse me, the Void Ract. Sleepthorn does not make it. No, wait. Yeah, it does not make it. But Chrysithal does. Chrysithal Anastasia, that's right. So that's the Void Ract, is it? Tentacles, baby.
There we
Throw
go.
up your tentacles in
That's
chat
the
to
fire.
kill the party.
That's right.
Yes.
Or what?
Yep, that's right.
Case you take 402 points damage.
Take 17,000, 9 million.
Which bad guy did you target?
What do I gotta say here?
Yeah. What
How
kills
much
you?
health do you
34 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Which bad guy did you target?
Slithar and the Chrysatal.
So,
Okay,
Void
so
Rush.
not the baddie that's right in front of us.
Fire. Yes.
34.
34.
Chrysatal looks very hurt. Slithar did not save. Oop, plus 1. Minus 1. Slithar looks very damaged. Is that your turn?
Yeah, because that's my bonus move. I don't think I can make that jump down. Yeah, because I'm going to have to jump over there.
Alrighty. At the end of your turn, Chrysatal is going to use a legendary action. He's out of his 9th level, he's out of his 8th level.
Oh, well, that's the blessing.
Did I disappoint you? I let you down. I'll be feeling
They've already used their Event Horizon ability. Oh, sorry, Accretion ability. They need to see if they recharge it.
Oh my god.
They do not recharge Accretion, so they can't pull you back into the void.
Oh, that's good. I was worried about getting close to him.
They are going to use 3 of their legendary actions. All 3 to cast a spell. They're going to fly over. Oh, yeah, it was your turn, wasn't it?
It was.
Okay.
I didn't have a I didn't use my reaction anyways.
Oh, yeah, when you counterspelled.
I did.
Oh, that was you! Sorry, yeah.
all
Fireball at 4th level, count, yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll it, boss. So he flies forward.
13 on the dice.
Okay, good.
That's gonna do it. It's a cone of cold. So you feel the temperature drop. And it fizzles. He's like, he says, why don't you just lay down and die with dignity?
Why won't you?
Correct. She makes a good point.
You know,
Trying to pull us into the void pocket like this is just it's unpolite. Die already.
That was the legendary action. Selena.
Alrighty.
Get him.
can't you do like
Yeah, okay. Eldritch Blast. The bad guy. In the middle.
In the middle, critical.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to attack.
Oh, he jumped down. Yes. I know
He's floating.
Alrighty, so 19 and 10.
Miss. So he is going to, with his reaction, throw up a shield.
Me. Christ.
Yeah.
At least
Alright,
he's
then
using
I'm
his
gonna
reaction.
fly across
Correct.
my little thing here and poison breath this jerk.
The middle guy again?
No, I can't get.
Oh,
I can
Vanzo.
only get 30 feet, so I can get to wherever this guy is. I can get within 10 feet of him, I think.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, sorry, Robin.
There we
Guys
go.
are on there.
Close enough. Alright, poison spray.
Constitution saving throw from the
Please,
Void Rack.
please.
Void Speaker, rather. Yeah, he's actually not the Void Speaker. Technically.
Well, I rolled like shit, so it doesn't matter.
Constitution saving throw. Nope. Doesn't make it.
6 points of poison.
They take it.
better than no points of poison?
That's right. That's right.
They're not immune. Yeah. They're the Void Mages. He's Void Rack. Yeah. We're good here. Yeah. We're good. That's your turn?
Yeah.
Chrysatal's turn. At the top of his turn, gains his reaction. He gains all of his legendary actions back.
Wait,
Uh,
he. Oh, so he wasn't using his turn before. He's using.
No, you use a legendary.
Legendary.
Yeah, those are
Okay,
legendary
I'm just
actions.
checking.
Oh yeah. He didn't have to fly out, but well, he did. Yep.
Wait, but so who did I counterspell then?
You counterspell Vanzor.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all good here. I just moved him when I shouldn't have, but he moves. You're all good. He's running out of some juice here. That was his. Yes.
I misunderstood who I was counterspelling. It's okay.
I'm pretty sure I declared accurately.
It's okay. I said I misunderstood.
Yep. He's already cast Arrival of the Dying Planet. His 6th is gone. He's told both of his 8th is 9th.
Wait, I thought you said he was out of his 8s.
I said he's out of his 8th. That's what I just said.
I could have sworn you said he still has.
Nope.
Never mind. Sorry.
Not a thing.
Nerves are high.
I mean, I'm listening. I swear that's what I heard.
It's up to 7th level.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. He is going to cast Arrival of a Dying Planet.
At least we all have 10.
So I need everyone who's not Selena to make Constitution saving throws.
Con, you bastard.
So you see him pull up one of his hands, and you see a planet, a visage of a trope, a dying planet, be formed overhead. You guys can feel this intense gravitational pull start to pull down on you.
Can make a link counter.
Yeah, some magic, but no, you cannot counterspell. So
That would be great,
24.
wouldn't it?
what was your roll?
25.
Okay, so you take 12 points of force damage and are not restrained.
Okay.
23.
12 points of force damage and are not restrained. Yeah, 12.
8.
24 points of force damage and you are restrained until the end of his next turn. Cloaky's gonna make it. I don't think Cloaky can be restrained. Right. Cloaky saves!
Yay!
Alright, 12 points of damage. Darling has to save. Hey, Darling saves. Alright.
All right.
Way to go!
Oh. 1 second. It was 7th level. So, if you saved, add 4. If you failed, add 8. It was 40, 12, not 3. Okay, you cast it at a higher level. So 4, 4, 8, I think.
Okay.
Alright, that is Krizatal's turn. Justice. You're restrained, so your movement is 0. Your attacks have disadvantage, attack rolls have disadvantage against you. You automatically fail dexterity saving throws. Or there is yeah, you got disadvantage actually.
Why, you can't have disadvantage twice.
Always the bright side up.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. And unfortunately, it's like the very force of gravity. So there's no. It's not like something you can vanish out of. Unfortunately,
It's not like zone.
no. It's just hit you once, and now you're recovering from the force of a dead planet striking you.
Okay. I am going to do. I have an idea. It's gonna be kind of silly. No, can't do that. All right. I guess I'll just throw my dagger at him. I'm going to. Yep. Man, I could do one thing, but it would be stupid. And I don't think I can actually do it. He's floating in the air.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I will. I will just toss my dagger at him twice. So it's advantage. That's a nat 1 on the first one.
Ugh.
And then second dagger attack. Natural 1 and a 2. And so I'm going to use my bonus action to dodge.
Okay. 1 heat point.
Yeah.
That is your turn. So you're just like, Cloaky. Let's check something for good old Cloakster. You're doing great, Cloaky. He's trying. I don't know why I didn't pull up his character sheet. So,
Wonder if Loki would move me out of this clusterfuck.
sure. 5, 10,
One.
15, up or down? Aggressive or defensive?
I need to stay within 60 feet of my friends.
Of your friends.
Yes.
So, forward or backward?
I guess 60 feet from Selena, like over here maybe, or over here. I just want to get out of the.
Like
I
to the
want to
right.
spread us out.
Like
yeah.
the whole map
Maybe
is
just
like
to the
60
right.
feet.
Yeah, go to the right. Other platform.
Alright.
Yeah.
You can only go 20 feet. It's going to move you 20 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20. He'll put you there. Kind of there, I guess. Or he'll use his action to dash if that's what you want him to do.
Perfect.
So he gets you there. That's
Sure.
That's his turn. Gilly, it's your turn.
Okay. Fuck me, I don't know what I'm doing.
Try like taking the 10 patches off.
How?
Okay.
Yeah,
Those
right?
patches.
How rough
Yeah,
did
sure.
everybody... How rough do these three look?
So Chrysatal is on death's door. Vanzor looks okay. Sligthar looks very hurt, which is beyond bloody.
Okay. I'm going to tear off a patch.
Okay.
And I'm going to put... You said death's door for...
Yep. They're actually, you know what? They're both at death's door.
I'll put 4 on the main guy and 3 on the other.
All right. They will both use the reactions to shield.
Oh, wait, hang on. No, wait. Because Chris already had shield up, and I would have seen that, right?
Yep.
So that changes my thought. Sorry. I'm sorry. I will use 3 of the charges to mass healing word.
Okay. That's your bonus
Start
action.
that as my bonus action. That's where I'll start. So everybody will get 7 points of healing.
Whoop.
So I'll start there. And then I think I'll just try. Do I remember if Vicious Mockery had worked?
Can't remember.
I'll try Vicious Mockery on the big bad.
Chrysatal. Not gonna count that even though it's quite high because it's not an intentional roll. Because them the rules. Oh hey, Chrysatal eats shit. Fails.
Okay, good.
Nice.
Yeah.
So just say, you know what?
Yeah. That's not charm or fright effect, so.
Your worst wasn't all that.
2d4.
Yep. Okay. For fuck's sake. 3.
So he takes full damage from psychic.
It's good.
The resistances are interesting.
We're doing great.
At the end of your turn, Gilly, they're going to look at you and use 3 legendary actions to cast a spell. I need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
He says, "I'm afraid it's the end of the road for you, Tome."
I don't think we can count this as my reaction.
Right. 25.
You make it, so you're only going to take half.
Took 102 points of damage.
You go to hell.
Shoot you with a gun.
So hang on, I hadn't healed my 7 yet. So there we go.
Is Midgar gonna go?
Yeah, he's on here. Wait, yay! Oh, damn, sorry. He is down here. He's in there. He's helping. Sorry, he was really low. I forgot to.
He's gonna get the kill.
20 something. So 24 plus 16 is 40. So 49 half to 40. 49 half to 24 points of necrotic damage from blight.
Okay.
That was a hot roll.
That was a hot roll.
A lot of 8s. I'm like, whenever I roll really high on a spell, I'm like, did I count this correctly? I'm like, what's the maximum possible here? That was just at the end of your turn. It is Sligthar's turn. 16d6. Sligthar is running.
Move. Maybe I can hit all 3 of them.
Sligthar is running out of options.
15,
I could retreat.
25.
Full cultists don't retreat, unfortunately. They welcome death. They're going to use their only 5th level spell slot to cast a spell at y'all. Oh, it cannot reach, actually. Let's see.
Don't fear death. You know
I'm going to move forward. Stay. You see it teetering on the edge. It's going to cast.
teetering on the edge.
Yep. It's going to cast Collapse of a Yearning Titan.
God damn it.
And you all to make dexterity saving throws.
Which I automatically
Me
fail.
included.
I believe you just have disadvantage. What is restrained? Could you let me know
Oh, I
what
can
you
pull-
down there? I think paralyzes auto fail. Restrained is just.
Oh, disadvantage.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
That's
I
okay.
thought it was automatically fail.
Okay. What were you asking, Selena?
Am I part of that?
You're not. Sorry. I'm sorry. When I say everyone, I just meant the folks down there.
Everyone but you.
Yep.
Okay.
Midgard Lang does not make it, I don't think.
You do.
Stop
The
it.
worst thing that can happen is everyone dies.
That's right.
Correct.
15.
And then the world dies.
So this is gonna get interesting. This is all magical damage, so that should be fine. Okay, he does make it. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to see how many people pass first. So
26.
success,
16.
success,
22.
success.
I have evasion.
You rolled a disadvantage, yeah?
I did.
Koki's
18 and a 15.
Koki's the only one who fails. So since you all succeeded, the damage from this is actually not that bad. You're only going to take 46. It escalates depending on how many people fail.
So since Cloaky failed and Cloaky has me grappled, what happens?
It just gets pulled away from you,
Okay.
and then you fall. You fall 20 feet.
Okay.
So I'll get to it. Alrighty, folks. So everyone who succeeded takes 7 points of force damage, and then Gil, you take 3 on top of that. Bludgeoning.
Okay.
And I take 0 because of evasion.
Yep.
Perfect.
And then Cloaky, since he was the only one who failed, only takes an extra 2. So he takes. So
Did you
60
mark
points
that
damage.
Cloaky would have gotten 7 points of healing from Mass Healing Word?
thank you. And then Midgard Lang. I'll mark him just in case I forgot him. Alright, so that's Slitar. So yeah, Slitar claps his hands together, and you see this tiny little dwarf star get conjured, and then it collapses and pulls everyone in, or tries to. But only Cloaky failed. Poor Cloaky, he trying.
He's the best. I'm not upset at all.
He's the best of us.
Midgard's turn. That's my job.
Yes.
Midgard Lang's gonna look at Kazatal. Come on, buddy, come on. He's gonna say, look and listen. He's like, it's nothing personal. It's just business. He hits 15 plus 8. Yes.
Good. Good.
So he just, and from the radiant laser rifle doing 3d8 plus 2 points of damage just goes through the dude's head at 15 points, and Kazatal falls. And he just, it withers away. And as he dies, you can see him start to bend and break. And he collapses into his own galaxy. It goes out like television.
Nice. That's pretty hot.
Damn.
Midgard's turn.
Is that all you got, Midgar? Just kidding. I'm kidding.
He puts you with the rifle.
Wow. Wow.
Vanzer's turn.
Fun fact, the first time I heard this music, it was actually in a video about black holes.
So Vanzer casts that.
Supermassive black holes,
They
actually.
cast that. They've got
This was the
one thing, or one good thing left.
I forgot to mention earlier and
What's
ask.
up?
Did you also mark Midgard Lang?
I did.
Okay. With the healing word.
Yep.
Perfection.
So Vanzer's going to step forward. They're going to cast Collapse of the Yearning Titan. You're actually out of range now, Gilly.
Well,
Because you're
good.
20 feet down, and yeah. So I need everyone who's not Selena and Gilly to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay, they just put themselves in.
Am I still disadvantaged because he's gone?
Yep. Yeah, yeah, it's not been his turn yet.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Got it.
It's concentration, but it's still into the next turn. It already went off. It's already suppressed you. Midgard Lang made it. Cloaky did not.
Poor Cloaky.
So again, I'm going to need to know success and failure. So go ahead.
16.
Make it
14.
Oh my god.
fail.
Just-
So that's 2 failures. 2 failures.
Evasion for the win.
Oh man. That's so many dice.
Oh god, that's really good rolls.
So many times.
15.
Feels like corn.
21, 24. Takes 24 points of force and bludgeoning damage, so
Strong
Elias,
guy.
and you are pulled
Who's that
in
one guy? The
to a
super
point,
guy?
but you
No,
crack
I
up
don't care
against
who
Cloaky.
from. What's wrong with you?
Cloaky goes unconscious.
No, Cloaky!
Midgard Lang is going to take 12. Justice, you take 12 points of damage.
I take 0 points.
Yeah, you take 0. So, yeah, Midgard Lang doesn't take 12. He takes.
You are impregnable.
Oh wait, you know what? I have my reaction, I can cunning words the damage. Because I'm an idiot and I'm not paying attention enough to, like, remember my fucking abilities. But I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, you're within range.
How much?
I mean, by 3.
Cloaky's up by 3 at exactly
Oh, hey!
exactly 24 hit points.
I
So
did
the
it!
Darling doesn't take
I
that
did
damage.
it!
You said you couldn't say it.
You know, I think that's my favorite
I
spell.
should have done it
design.
when it hit all of
Yeah,
us.
I
even
like
though
that
it's
spell a
like-
lot.
a good
It's fun. It's actually, what's funny is, okay, that was 4th level, but it only did 5d6. Like, I like the tactical nature of it. Anyway, that was Vanzor's turn. Cilius.
Alright, I will Misty Step behind Sligthar. 30 feet away.
Okay.
And then I will attack him. That is an 18 to hit.
That will hit. However, they're going to cast shield. You miss.
That's my turn.
Sucks to suck,
Doesn't it just fucking suck when the enemy has shield?
doesn't it?
I don't know how
Yeah.
vindictive
Okay.
you want to be. If you
I
have
think
to
they are
throw
in a
spells
line
I
in which I
have
can hit them
one.
both with Agonizer's
No.
Scorcher.
Hold on, guys. What did you say, Slam?
I think I can hit them both with Agonizer's Scorcher.
Yep. You can. Just straight from where you are. It's a 5 foot.
Yep, that's right. So I'm going to use the last 2 charges out of
I think I
staff,
need that.
and they need to make me a dexterity saving throw, DC 17.
Is it a 30-foot line?
It is.
So you just have to step up one thing to do it.
So I can cast it within 30 feet of me in a 30-foot line.
No, it's from your body.
It says range 30 feet.
Yeah,
area
that's the
30
line.
feet. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So dexterity saving throws?
Yeah, dexterity saving throws, yeah.
Fail. Fail.
Oh, yay! Okay, so they both take 3d8 fire damage.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 5 plus 6 is 11. Plus another 6, which is 17 points of fire damage.
17.
Yeah.
Alright, Sligthar dies.
You think this? Sorry.
The fire stretches out. Burns Vanzor's face. There's
And then as a bonus action, we're gonna straight up put more poison on top of the guy in front of me.
there it is. A fail. 2 on the die.
Okay, so that's 2d12, right?
Yup.
Yeah. That is a 12 and a 6. That is 18. No, it's a 12 and a 9.
Yes.
That is 21 points of... That's a 9, right? Because it's got the point at the bottom?
Yeah.
That's a 12 and a 9. So 21 points of poison damage.
He's looking very hurt. Poison spray gets in his face. That your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Chrysatel is destroyed forever. Justice. You're no longer restrained.
Awesome. I will use my 50 feet of movement to get on the get next to the remaining bad guy. Okay. And then I'm going to just make a bunch of attacks against him.
Okay. And from the rubble, a mangler emerges.
You catch a glimpse of it out of your eye.
Yep.
A glint at the rifle that holds six
Secretly,
rifles.
This is the
Six rifles.
hell that we sent what's-his-face to.
You take 612 points of damage. The first attack
I will kill
is
you all gladly.
a 17 to attack. 8 and a 9.
I believe they shielded. So,
9 plus 8.
oh no, they haven't yet. Shield. Miss.
Okay, that's the first attack. I don't know why I rolled with 2 dice, but I took the green one, which was the bad one anyway. I'm not getting advantage on this. I was thinking I was going to teleport, that's why I did that. Second attack is a 23.
Hit.
Alright. This is not sneak attack damage. Has it been an hour since we were in that last fight?
It's been 200 years.
I was gonna say because my poison, I would get 3 uses of it. If the poison,
Sure. I don't fucking know. Yeah, you get the poison.
Yeah.
200 years.
It's been 200 years.
200 years.
You won't.
And then there would be 6.
Yeah, because it's about your own kind of personal
Yeah.
relationship.
So there's 9, 10 points of poison and 10 points of electric and static damage.
You want to do this?
I just run up and I'm like swinging at him. His shield comes up, but the shield goes up high, so I drop the blade and then I drive it into his stomach.
Okay, after that, you drive it into his stomach and he just black ichor springs from his face. You see their face. Their eyeless sockets just stare back at you. And they fall. Withered husk.
Wipe the blade off on their cloak. Put it away.
Can I look around? Is the voidsmith here?
Not yet.
Just hide behind a pillar. Oh, hey, guys.
He's not there yet.
We won.
Time.
Call this an absolute win.
Now you just have to wait 600 years for the time.
That's how long it took. That's how long for it to fall through the event horizon and then your chest.
Yeah.
You just laid there.
Possible.
Laid there for 600 years.
It's possible.
It's entirely
he did
possible.
look down at us through the hole.
Yep, he did. He did arrive eventually.
The guy just laid there.
Just open, waiting for him. Winston looking down chest hole.
What else do I see? And these are the same pond thingies or the reservoirs that yes, that I saw from last time.
Roll perception.
Ooh, and I still have advantage on this. Even though it's been 200 years, it hasn't been 24 hours in my lifetime.
How long has it been since the last? Man, it took you guys 200 years to get through all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
And I think that's a record for us
Yeah.
in terms of game time.
So-
It's actually longer than that 10-hour Karabakos fight.
That's right. That's right.
10.
That's right.
20.
with more bullshit too.
Far less.
Thank you, Krista, for the
22.
bits.
Oh, thank you, Chris, for survival. For
Thank
now.
you for 200 years of survival. What was it? 22.
That's right.
22, please.
So you just see vision pools. You see the robes of these void creatures. Through the bubble, you sift and find very little, unfortunately. Yeah.
Well, it was more of, so the last time we were in the void, I tried to look into the vision pools to figure out a thing, and I failed miserably, so I'm trying to figure out the thing now.
Okay, yeah. Specificity always helps. Thank you.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. So you stare into the vision pool, and you look at yourself for quite some time, and the only thing that strikes you is that your reflection is different. Something's just a bit off. You don't look like how you remember the way you look.
No.
And they're smiling at you.
Even if I'm not smiling
Yeah.
myself. Ooh. Well, I know how to get to other planes. So it's gonna sound like a stupid question, but if I stare into the different pools, do I have a different face in each one?
Different face in each one.
Oh no.
Does she have a goatee on one?
I'm
Or an eye patch?
Sure.
We don't go to that one.
It's okay. I can be a man on one of them. That's the thing. That's the thing. So I will warn people. I would recommend not touching the pools of water.
Noted.
Yep.
Washing your points in it.
Polishing his bloody dick.
And I'll specifically say
Worse.
I think they're portals to other pockets of void or planes of existence. And one of us, well, at least my reflection comes back to myself in each of them, which could be paradox quantums. Yeah. I know we kind of sort of have a guard against that now, but how are you doing, by the way? Welcome to our plane of existence.
Yeah, that was a bit rough. I tend to avoid the void worshippers. They are a violent bunch, but all Lenians, all members and all agents of the Len Consortium are battle ready. He taps his laser rifle.
I think if you hang out with us for a moment, we can take you back to the material plane. If our voidsmith shows up.
He'll show up. We know he shows up.
Well, we don't know when, but at least
We
we're
don't. But
void thing free for a half second, right?
so we sit and wait and rest.
I just sit in the lotus position and close my eyes.
Yeah. I'm just gonna
But I'm
make
sure he can
this-
take you back with us, if you're willing.
Oh, I was only trapped in that dimension. I'm free to roam about the country now.
Oh, well, then have a nice life. Well, I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
Oh, no, I'm gonna stick around.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
This is a roller coaster of emotion you've taken now.
Abandonment.
I get that a lot.
You're leaving, you're staying, you're leaving, you're staying.
I mean, I think we need to see other people.
No, you guys seem to be up to something terribly interesting, and I actually can't leave until you're home safe. So, since it's my job.
Well, I think
Thank
we're
you.
reforging a sort of sorrows and doing a couple other exciting things.
Wow, I'm just telling him all the things, aren't we?
He's gonna see it happen.
Look at his face.
He's literally gonna see it happen. We
All
literally
right.
can't hide any of this from
I
him.
mean, that's
You see his face?
We do have a
Like
contract.
the sort of sorrows.
I had to finish out this roller coaster ride, man.
boy.
Well, I'm not one to judge. The Lane Consortium is an impartial agent in all the cosmic wars.
I
Except
hear
for the
it's
war with the Void.
I hear it's one of the best ways to actually kill a Borgish, which is on the to-do list.
Yes, they say the Sword of Sorrow was fashioned from one of his horns.
Oh, that's even grosser. Why are we carrying this around?
His
Why are we
lower
doing it?
horn.
Why are you finding that gross? It's just a horn.
Have you ever taken a horn off a creature?
Just a horn. People drink out of them.
My druid self is very judgmental right now.
My lord.
Let's avoid drinking out of a vortish.
I mean, we
It
could
could
have
be
just
really
broken.
cool.
Alcoholic liquid.
Have you guys
Work.
have you guys not seen the Pick of Destiny? This is how we get magical singing powers.
I already have that.
More, better.
Oh, I could melt faces with my voice.
Anyway.
So you all sit there and wait in a kind of awkward silence as you contemplate the road ahead. And eventually, you wait for about an hour.
Oh, I sing a song of rest.
That guy lived there for a long time.
Well, again, you know, differently.
Singing a song of
And,
rest.
thanks. Yeah.
I actually need to check and see.
So eventually Voidsmith comes through the temple door. He's like, "Oh, there you all are. I lost you. I am here though. I see you have dealt with the squatters.
We have.
Mm-hmm.
And if you spent hit dice, add 3 points.
Oh yeah, I should probably do the thing. No, I'm fine.
That's exactly what I needed. Thank you, Alexis.
You're welcome.
Like literally exactly what I needed.
Just what I needed.
Let me just slowly turn this up.
Eventful, we handled them with ease and quickness.
Good.
We didn't take 200 years to do it at all.
Certainly not.
He looks over to Midgar Lang. He's like, "Are we going to have a problem here?"
We found a buddy.
He's a friend.
I'm familiar with the Lang folk. They're the immortal enemies of Void Speakers.
I believe he's under contract with Civilius. I think we've got a minute.
Midgar Lang puts up his hands. He's like, "I'm only here to observe, and this shepherd Sovelius home plus his 3 guests." Okay. I suppose that is fine. So, let us get started, shall we? So, I shall begin reforging that of which we're absolutely certain. Yes? The Sword of Sorrow? And then you wish me to forge you what?
These bracers. What would the ability of them be?
The mysteries of the void are difficult to know. But we are in the Temple of Reflection. It brings you over to a vision pool. Custis points down to it. They would be defensive armaments. And I would use the powers of vision pool to craft so that you may use these reflections to your advantage.
Similar to mirror image, I see.
Far more advanced.
That sounds pretty hot. I think that would be agreeable. And this would be... Would this be a consuming of the bracers?
Of the bracers.
So, essentially, because if I use the Void Dagger, it uses up parts of it to stab people.
Yeah.
So, is it the same thing with the bracers?
The Void Dagger is a whole. The Void Dagger is a massively destructive force that you are co-signing thousands to death.
And that's what I'm trying to avoid. Yeah, so
Yeah, I
that's
hope so. Otherwise, killer and you really didn't mean anything.
Nothing to me.
Yeah.
I
No
learned.
character development.
I've learned.
Okay.
So that's why I'm trying to do the defensive thing.
Yes, no, they are not the same. It is not this malevolent. These are defensive armaments.
And then that is what I would desire.
All right. It will still consume the void time.
Understood.
Alrighty. And the source of sorrow, I shall restore it to its original form, yes?
Yes. I will assist however I can.
Okay.
I can still enhance ability.
Yes. It is of no consequence. I do not require assistance. I only need time. You see he steps up to the this kind of rubble in the middle and he smacks his hands together and you see collapse of your Titan get conjured, but then it spins in reverse and the stones will fly away.
Neat.
And where the stones were is an anvil and a forge. So go right where I left it. This is good. This is good. Alright. Well, shards, please. Put them on the.
Ding 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 ding.
And he begins striking and forging.
So I'll put up the hut.
Alright?
So we're gonna be here a while.
I'm just gonna meditate.
And I'm gonna start my long rest.
And in the loneliness of the void, you all gather around this kind of lonely light in the middle of this void temple, in the middle of the hut. And in the distance, you hear. In the endless echo of the void. That's where we'll end tonight's session.
Yeah.
Boy.
You know?
It only took us 200 years.
Yeah. One character death.
Happens.
Yeah, these
I'll
things
kill you.
happen.
I'll probably kill some of you many more times.
Me. All my doubles.
Every time it's you.
I'll be honest. I was trying to be nice. I'm like, can I attack Chase? If I attack Justice or Sevilla, they'll probably survive. They got good armor classes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, here we are.
One of my doubles comes and is Justice, but with a goatee. The other Justice appears. She's got an eye patch.
Well,
It's now canon. One of my doubles has a goatee.
Sweet.
I look awesome with goatee.
that was excellent, folks. I
That
had a
was a
good
lot of
time. I hope you do too. One character death. It happens. Thank God for Revivify.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, it takes two in a session to get Matt hard anymore.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed tonight's stream, please follow the channel. If you're already following, please subscribe. Consider supporting us. Thank you, Chris Teff, for the bits. Thank you, those who followed tonight. I had a terrific time. I hope you did too. Catch me running Big Boy Season on Friday. Check out our socials to stay up to date on everything. Check out the Turtle One Shot coming up. And
That's right. Oh, join our Discord.
yep, on our Discord.
I got it.
Thanks, Krista.
Thank you.
Thank
Glad you stuck around.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun.
Yeah. We had a great deal of fun.
Absolutely. We put all our announcements in our Discord, so if you're not already in there, join that to get all our updates and follow us on our socials.
We will see you next week on this show in the wonderful world of Edda. Bye.
The void.